Anybody gonna say nothing?
Oh shit.
We back, bitch.
Yeah.
Cappa Chow, bitch.
Yeah. What's understood don't need to be said. Cappa Chow. Cappa Chow. Cappa Chow. Cappa Chow.
Cappa Chow.
Cappa Chow.
She belong to the streets.
What else?
She
Cappa Chow.
belong to the
Oh
streets.
shit, that's the remix.
Cappa
huh?
Chow. Cappa Chow.
Future whistle with the motherfucking whistle.
Cappa Chow.
Blow the motherfucking whistle.
Cappa Chow.
Blow the motherfucking.
Cappa Chow.
Blow the motherfucking whistle.
And just like that, we back. What's up, y'all?
What's up, Brody?
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh shit.
I'm malnourished, man. The sacrifices I continue to make to give you all this content is insane, man. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like I haven't eaten in ages. But that's neither here nor there. I'll be your host for the night. This is the Cappa Chow Podcast, episode
8, right?
I'm going to say 8. My man say 8. I'm going to say 8.
Yeah, we gonna stand on 8.
I'm Peso Beast. I'll be your host for the night. Right next to me, I got Shai Daoud.
Yeah.
Right next to him, I got my boy Justin.
Yeah.
Across from me, I got Shizzy Who. Directly across from me, I got the notorious Chef Wham Bam.
All right, I'm gonna set this shit off.
y'all?
That shit we was talking about 2 weeks ago, y'all capped.
Oh man, give him a little reminder for the people that might be
I'm
tuning in for the
referring
first
to
time.
when they talking about getting your ass ate was the best thing on planet Earth. I tried this shit after I heard y'all say y'all gassed it up. I wasn't fucking with it.
Yo,
I wasn't fucking with it. See, with me, I create a whole experience for myself. Like,
wait. All right, so
Tap it,
take me from the beginning. Take me from after you leave the podcast 2 weeks ago. What was your
I gotta put that in there.
what was your game plan? Like how? What
was your
start?
experience,
Yeah.
And this is Shiz talking.
Yeah,
last
Shiz.
week I had 50 people saying, "I knew you got your ass ate." I'm like, "Huh? I never said that on the game." They said, "Oh, y'all sound alike." No, that wasn't me, Jay.
this is Shizzy Who.
Okay.
And after the podcast 2 weeks ago, I got my ass ate. So,
Straight like that.
I'm proud of you.
Ass eating anonymous.
so after the podcast, I had a conversation with my wife, and the topic came up. It started. I don't know how we got here. What we got here. We said that men and women enjoy the same things as far as pleasure.
Okay.
So I brought up the topic like, yeah, my homie got the ass ate, so you might as well eat my ass. She was like,
Is that how you pitched it?
Yeah. At first, she was like, no, that's dirty. And then I was like, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna shave it. All that shit was crazy. Like that alone was crazy.
So I'm gonna stop you there. Right? I'm gonna stop you there. Right?
Bro,
He presented that. Look. I'm gonna stop him there. You never cleaned up a dirty act. If it's a dirty act,
gonna do
it's
it
supposed
dirty?
to be dirty.
That's not fair. Don't make
No,
a
no,
good
no,
argument.
Hold on. That's not a dirty act. That's a vulnerable act.
No, listen. It could be vulnerable, or
No, it is. That's not dirty. It is.
Listen. It could be vulnerable,
Bro.
or it could be empowering.
You really using your hammer if you gonna make your chick go down there and you got a whole hairy man ass.
Bro, time out.
Like, come on, bro. That's a lot.
No. Listen. Shaving your ass and getting your ass ate is a double wild experience. You're doing too much at one time.
Hold on, y'all.
It is.
All right, so y'all,
You gotta pace yourself. You gotta pace yourself, bro.
what's your normal maintenance on? All right, so this just goes around the table. What's your normal ass
I don't
maintenance?
shave my ass.
I don't shave my ass.
Yeah,
You don't shave it at all?
I don't shave. There's no reason for me to be back there. There's no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah,
Because I use trimmers when I, groom
Yeah.
the man area.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm not sliding the trimmer down that joint. Fucking around, rip something out. That's a bad joint. No asshole.
Yo, so y'all leave a bushy? Y'all leave a bush in the crack?
Bro, ain't nobody going
I
down
don't
there.
know how you get that joint taken care of.
Hey, bro, what's up?
I ain't about to turn to. No,
I use wipes when I wipe my
Elaborate.
ass
So,
anyway.
when you say get it taken care of, what's your process on getting it taken care of?
You get your ass waxed, bro?
No, I'm not. No, I don't do none of that. I'm saying like, how would you? I wouldn't. I'm gonna just sit in the like. How would you shave that? How would
No,
you?
whatever I do in privacy with my bathroom is on me.
They said something for that.
I'm from here with it.
All right, so let me finish the story.
my bad.
So after I shaved my ass and everything else that needed to be shaved, we set the mood. You know, like candles and all that. Make sure the kids was there. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe.
The nigga lit up candles.
That was the second mistake I heard within the first. Yeah, that was the second mistake I heard before the act even started.
You over-prepared yourself.
I really wanted to like it, so I wanted to create an experience.
That's why you didn't like it though. You really overprepared yourself.
Wait. I need details. What scent is the candles?
Build your expectation.
What's the
for
scent?
it.
What scent sets the mood for that?
Apple cinnamon.
Why you know that though?
I specifically picked apple cinnamon, either between that or Bahama Breeze.
Oh, you would have picked this joint yourself.
Yeah,
You would have got your candles.
bro. Yeah, I was getting my ass in. Fuck you talking about?
I want the whole vibe.
So
The
you
full
know,
experience.
got the candles lit, right? So you know, at this time we both, you know, well, I know I'm fully undressed. Like she still got some shit on.
Right.
So I didn't know how to engage it. So I said, let's go for it. And
Oh wait, so you went straight to that?
yeah, it
Off
was
the
bad.
rip.
Straight on.
That's why I was trying to get details here, and y'all was like,
Yeah, bro. I don't think you're supposed to jump in that
yeah.
joint all deep like
No.
that, bro. I think you're supposed to warm
No,
it up.
Yeah, so
you gotta
like-
warm up the engine, dog. You can't just-
Hey,
I've been told they gotta suck the dick first, then play
I
the
would
gooch,
assume
you know, and
you
then gotta
wouldn't
go through
get
the whole
fully
shit.
active
Not,
before.
not
like,
you
you
just
got
went
like-
straight from the gun bust.
Bro.
You
Now.
got like
Dive
3
right
stages
in.
before that. You got the top,
Bro.
then you got to tap it into the
I'm here to
balls,
play.
you got to
I'm
tap it into
here.
the
I'm
gooch.
not playing
and
at
then
all.
You said I'm here to play.
I'm here to play. I'm not playing at all.
My man Dame Lillard.
I'm here to play. I'm not playing at all.
I mean,
So
kiss
so
me
what-
on my neck a little bit. You know what I mean?
Turn me on.
I'm already turned on at the point because I trust
You done
my
set your
brothers.
mood.
Yeah, I
You
set my mood.
visualize this shit.
I'm turned
Shaved
on
your
already.
ass, turn the apple
You
cinnamon
ain't got to do too much.
Yeah.
I'm a
ready.
cheap thrill.
I'm lit.
I'm a cheap thrill. I'm a cheap thrill. So
Apple cinnamon in the back. I'm lit. I'm
you know what I'm
good.
saying? So once my legs is in the upward position spread.
You took that joint for it. You're not supposed to do it like that.
How you supposed to do it?
Not spread eagle.
Bro, that's why I was asking y'all details. How do you do it?
I feel like we failed you, Unc. I
I
apologize.
did 3 different positions and they all felt
Wait.
uncomfortable.
Oh, this is legs like this is crazy. This should never happen.
No, like this, but it's
Oh, she pushed your joint back.
back.
Butterfly doors.
Right. This shit felt so uncomfortable.
Bro.
And you know that nut shit we do, like we eating the pussy, we do a little spit or a little drool. I was done after that. I was done. I'm like, stop. No. This shit not it. This shit not it. This shit not it. I'm going to sleep. I'm done.
Oh, you was done for the rap. You ain't even. You just.
That shit instantly turned me off.
Yo.
She started playing with me because she had the power.
Oh, she felt you felt like she emasculated you at that
She
point.
did.
Once she spit in your butt, you definitely lost some of your power.
Oh my god.
Yo, the Cappa Chow podcast is the funniest podcast.
Oh my god, yo.
That's hammer.
So me personally, this is Sizzy Hill. I would not recommend any man getting their ass eat. No, I wouldn't do it again.
I'ma still stand on you, right? So you gotta carry it a certain way. You know what I'm saying, first off, you should never be butterfly doors. You know what I'm saying?
How you supposed to be doing though?
No.
You turned him into a Lamborghini.
No.
It's not a podcast. I came to my brothers for the instructions. Y'all gave me instructions.
No.
Y'all definitely failed
I
him.
don't think that was instructions.
Y'all failed him, bro.
No,
No,
I don't think that was instructions.
No, I'm gonna keep it a beam. We definitely failed our brother. You know what I'm saying? And I have like a certain level of regret about that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
because I wish we got it in a different direction.
I'm gonna be honest with
With
you.
more
There's
details.
there's no like masculine position to get that done. Because either you're gonna be on all fours like I was.
He said legs wide though.
Yeah, at least you can see what was happening to you. I just it was a complete. Oh no!
No. He said legs wide.
Yeah,
though.
no,
Bro,
that's
like this.
Bro, it's like
Oh, you.
bro, it's like this.
Yo, y'all gotta see
Oh,
the
got you,
visuals.
got you. Got you.
Bro.
So your lower back is slightly off the bed at this
Oh wait,
point.
time out.
Bro, the same way
You had your legs
Right.
straight up. You gotta bend them a little bit so they like this.
Bro,
You can't do it.
Bro.
If you do this, the position
Bro.
you can't see.
Bro.
You gotta have them bent a little bit. So you
the
can see
same
what's
way
going on.
you eat a chick pussy, you bend her shit all the way back. That's how she disrespected
Yeah, her
me.
hands on your legs, bro.
Bro, that's how she disrespected me.
I understand, bro. I understand.
Never again.
Hands on the yeah. My apologies.
Thumbs pressing to my thighs.
Oh my god.
my
He had bruises.
What's he done?
Your hammies?
my hammies, yeah.
He had
Thumbs
bruises.
pressing to my hamstrings, bro. I felt like a bitch.
She was paying you back.
Give
You
me
ever,
that word.
you ever
bro.
see like when Anthony Davis be getting stretched out before the game and shit? That's how she had it.
Yeah, for sure.
Needs the chest.
Damn.
Justin, what's up to you? Good to see you again, man.
You ain't got no sound for that?
No, ain't no sound. I ain't got-
Please, no, don't add no sound to that,
Ain't no sounds in
bro.
there.
It's only one sound that go with that.
Yeah, I don't got that doing a little bit.
Raindrops.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! I think we just found the name of the episode already. That's crazy.
Raindrop.
Raindrops. Drop top.
What's up, man? How's everybody mental health this week?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
How y'all feeling?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah,
It's not the best, but it's all right.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Me,
That's Bam. That's Jerry.
Yeah, this is Bam speaking.
I'm good. I got a lot on my brain.
Yeah.
I'm working out a lot of shit right now. Trying to do this mortgage, trying to take my business to the next. What's up?
You was trying to do it?
Yeah.
You said trying. You said try it. Oh.
Doing the more. I can't do it by myself.
I'm working on it.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm working on this mortgage.
Uh-huh. What else you
I got
working on?
some things I'm working on with my business. It's a couple of different things. I'm actually working on my credit. So I wouldn't say stressed out, but I'm definitely in a point where I'm thinking all day long, trying to really map this shit out. So, but my mental health is where it's supposed to be, though. It's the only place it can be right now to get all this shit done.
It's up.
Yeah, it's definitely up. How about you, who? Oh shit.
Well, but besides getting stretched like a stretcher, I mean,
Pause.
I got stretched, bro. Like she stretched the shit out.
Oh
of me.
no, yeah.
She definitely stretched me. But I'm cool. I mean, besides that, I'm cool. I mean, throughout the week, I build up my masculinity again. I mean, so I'm sturdy right now.
I build my masculinity up.
I went to the gym, did some squats the next day. Like, fuck this
Look
shit.
at my testosterone back.
Yeah, what's up with you, Sha?
My mental health Gucci, you know what I'm saying? I've been locked in more on the business, getting everything ready for the next collections.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
My shit not all the way there because I was arguing with my girl for like three days. I gotta be honest, you know what I'm saying? Shy coming here with all these politically correct answers about the brand. What the fuck do the brand got to do with your mental health?
No, listen. All right, so look, right? I'm gonna say this, right? Wait, I'm like serious.
See,
note,
who we
you know what
got
I'm saying?
here? Matter of fact, who's here tonight?
Right now?
I feel like I'm
Nut
talking
ass
shit.
nigga.
No. Right now, shot. You know what I'm saying? Shot here, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I did some nut shit, right?
Here we go.
I mean, like we gonna start off like that. I did some nut shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got caught for the nut shit that I did. And I wish I never did it, but I did. So everything that come after that, I mean, I gotta do it.
Was it worth it?
Fuck no, it wasn't. I didn't do nothing. Like I did something, but I didn't like. You know what I'm saying?
We all been there, brother.
You know what I mean?
We all have
What's
been
your
there,
what's
brother.
your number one apology to or go to?
Say again?
When you find yourself in a position when you need to go on an apology tour, where do you start? What's your first move?
I mean, with me, I'm big on fessing up. Like,
Okay.
I try to
honesty is your first
I
move.
definitely from the I try to get ahead of the curve because I feel like if you asking me, chances are you already know.
Oh yeah.
That's without a doubt. Like so, I'm definitely quick to fess up to whatever bullshit I was just doing to get ahead of the curve. So, you know, they get more mad when you lie because they already know the answer.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I've been caught in a predicament, Let's say, for example, I might have been texting a bunch of bitches.
Okay.
Dick pics coming out. I'm feeling myself.
We got a lot to
escalated
talk
fast.
about tonight.
Yeah, I may have been, texting some bitches, entertaining some shit I shouldn't have been entertaining or whatnot. She got a hold of the phone. She found it. Hey, what's this about? Man, I was talking to bitches. Like, what you want from me? I am not about to tell you nothing other than what you just saw. I got caught talking to bitches like, well, why would you? I just get bored. You know what I mean? And that's the truth.
That works? That works for
No,
you?
it don't fucking work. But it's the truth. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, if you kind of fess up to it, and from there, like, if you fess up to it and you're not lying, it's easier for them to talk to you after that. Like, they're gonna be mad, of course. Don't think that you about to get a free pass. You still gonna deal with the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this shit happened a while ago. I still get every time my phone go off, I feel like I got two set of eyes because both of us looking at the phone. You get what I'm saying? But my go-to apology, definitely fess up. You know what I mean, with the honesty first. And lately, I've been buying bags and shit every time I get in trouble.
Shit. Birkin bag me.
Yeah, I've been every time I kind of get in trouble, I kind of see what she wanted, and then I just like kind of slide it in after like 3 or 4 days. But you got to give them some time. They be mad though because niggas be doing too much. They be trying to get them to come back.
Nigga come
the
the
next
next
day.
day with flowers.
Yeah, nigga, she don't want to give a fuck about them flowers. Nigga, leave her alone.
That's a
Let
fact.
her breathe, and then once she breathe and all that, then you try to play and say a little joke here or there or something. Definitely eat the
that makes
pussy. Gotta eat the ass.
Do you do?
Eat ass, suck toes, do everything
That's all I got
that them
going
niggas
with,
at work tell her they want to do to her.
Do you concentrate on your putting on your top notch performance in the bedroom after like during the apology tour? Is it mandatory for you to?
I concentrate on putting the
Go to
top notch
porn star
performance.
That's
status.
like automatic though. Like after the argument, it's like it'd be different. Like, it's
Yeah.
like we should argue more often.
But I concentrate on top notch performance every time I perform.
No, but I'm saying like a little bit extra, some shit that
No, but it's crazy. Like what after that, because half the time when they are ready to give you the pussy again, they still mad. So you really just like having still mad at me sex. Like I do a lot of talking. I like to talk. Yeah, man, you ain't mad no more, is you? And I'm trying to dig as far as I can dig to find the spot that's gonna make you not mad for 5 more minutes.
Got you. What about you, Just? What's your first move on the apology tour?
You want to join?
I was-
So I mean, definitely fess up, but I try to be as neutral as possible. Let's talk about it. Try to talk it out, put it on the table. But I never really had no crazy shit that like in a relationship is like, yo, like you got caught doing some crazy stuff. To be honest with you,
So question. So, do y'all tell the truth from the rip, or y'all tell the truth once y'all backed in the corner?
From the rip,
Okay.
you gotta get ahead of it, bro. I'm telling you, it works
That was
so
my
much
mistake.
better.
When I was younger, I
That was
used
my
to
mistake.
do it till I got back in the corner. But
Of
now
course.
we get older from the rip. Like
From the rip.
it's much easier.
When I was a young boy, I would take a lie. I don't give a fuck if you caught me. I would take a lie all the way to the grave. You can catch me balls deep. It was not me. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It wasn't me. You bugging the fuck out. I'ma cause a scene in here. Like, nah, I would take a lie all the way to the grave. Now, I'm grown. I done read and I'm gonna just tell you right now, we can, like I got this tattoo. It's accepted or rejected. So it's basically like it or not. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You got 2 options. You can either accept it or you can reject it. Reject it is you leave. Accept it is we sit here and we try to figure this shit out. And that's kind of how I live my life with everything though. It's like accept it or reject. You even gonna like it or not. Which one we gonna do?
Shit is first apology tour move.
Now, same thing how my man carried it.
Oh, y'all all got the same answer.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's no other way to do it. It's only 2 ways to do it. You can lie and still get caught up. We can tell the truth and still get caught up. Either way, it's gonna be the same outcome.
Same outcome.
There's one gonna be
One
more
just gonna take
severe
longer
because you're lying.
because you want some nut shit. One just gonna take longer to deal with, and something that could have been dealt with in 2 to 3 days is now 2 to 3 weeks, and you still going back and forth. I ain't got time for all that shit, man.
I feel like you don't really get on the tour bus until you tell the truth though. So I'm saying like once the truth was out there, and the tour has begun, like, what's the first city that you go to? Do you go to Flower? You said you go to Bagtown.
No.
You go to Louis.
I haven't bought a Louis bag yet. She deserves a Louis bag. I haven't bought a Louis bag yet. But I mean, like, just like little shit, bro. Like gifts. Definitely. Matter of fact, I think I'm definitely let's go out to dinner. Because I always find I go to restaurants that like not a lot of people go to. Little ducky, little hole in the wall joints that I find. Yeah, like so. I'm heavy on them joints. So I definitely, let's go to dinner, let's talk. And while we get to dinner, we can like laugh and joke and play and shit like that type.
Yeah, niggas turn to full blown comedians on the apology tour and shit.
Yeah. For sure. I'm definitely funny man with the jokes.
I hear that. So my first tour is like this. That's really like talking, and once you at that point to where that person is that angry, they also vulnerable too. So they bow to say anything. So that's the perfect time to get what you want to get out that person at that moment, because that's like equivalent to getting somebody drunk and getting them to tell them how they really feel about you.
I like to do, but I would do both.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would grow up and be such a talker. Like I'm really big on communication now. I'm really big on talk. I want to know what the fuck we doing. Like we ain't about to sit here in silence for 3 days, 4 days. No, we're gonna talk this shit out. We're gonna figure out a plan. Whether we gonna laugh, joke, we're gonna figure something out. But we about to start talking though. We got to start talking.
Now the thing I was actually thinking about that, like the first thing, if you sit down and just talk about stuff, bro, I feel like most of the things could just be talked about. To be honest with you, depends on how big it is. But if it's most things, bro, I feel like if you sit down and just talk to her, like it's just so much easier. Just like, all right, let's put this on the table, talk about this, and it's like, oh, that's how you feel, and then you can really like figure out how to make that shit good. To be honest with you, that's how I take it.
You gotta know your shorty though, because I know it's a couple shorties I tried to talk to before they try to swing. Had to put them bitches.
Yeah.
I ain't never had
Figure
that.
four.
I ain't never got swung on. That's crazy.
Yeah, figure four. That's
Good
because
man,
you
good
got
man.
you got your
That's
veins
figure
coming
four.
out while you sitting there.
Yeah. If your veins is protruding like that, I'm not gonna
Nobody
You got it
on you, bro. She not worried about a swing.
That's when they
nigga.
hit you with the. I don't think I can do this anymore. And don't even look. Don't make eye contact.
This nigga big as shit over there. And he like 21. God damn, that's full of energy. Nigga huge.
Hey yo,
Yo.
that's funny shit, yo.
Oh shit.
Now I got a question.
Okay.
Now, just as a round table and shot, like, what makes y'all cheat, or what makes you think a man cheats? Not saying y'all. That's like, what do you think like makes men cheat, or y'all people? Like, what do you think makes people cheat?
Shout out to Cappa about this. It's all for me. If I were to do it, it's all about power.
Yeah, it's like it's like the thrill of like conquering someone in this particular genre. But
That's for that particular moment. And after you're done, it's like, why
Yeah.
the fuck I do that? Oh,
And
that's
it's
why I
like-
did that.
it's like never worth it.
Never,
Nah.
never. It's never. The grass is never green. on the other
Now,
side.
and if you find somebody that you can conquer, and they got 6 figures behind them, and they can help you get to 6 figures, that's a business investment. I mean, if she can make me go from 50K to 300K, I mean,
Take them on the chin.
I'm not tapping in this.
I mean,
Like,
we do have a bigger house now because I started fucking with her.
Hey.
So you basically you tricking, you selling dick at that point.
I don't have no problem. Oh shit, I do. I do have problems.
I ain't got no problem with it.
Very big problem.
I ain't got no problem with it.
Hey.
Are we being honest? Or we
All right,
They're trying to leave you on the land. They're trying to leave you on the
No,
land.
I'm never leaving my man on the land. I used to sell penis. Yes, I sold penis.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I sold penis.
What drove you?
And if you made me spend a night, it was double.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dance up.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
I had to spend a night,
What was you charging?
huh?
What was your rates?
It was any give whatever I needed at that time.
Or whatever came to your head, you just said it.
Whatever came to my head. I remember one time I got locked up, and my sister had my phone. I made my sister text all the chicks that I had ever dealt with to send them money because I was locked up. I needed bail money. I had bail money, but I wanted more money.
They all sent it?
Everybody sent it.
Damn.
Everybody.
What type of fucking programs you provide?
I stand tall in the pussy. Yeah, ain't.
The man said he's here to perform.
Oh,
That was like
shit.
what, episode 3.
Right.
Yeah, that was a different point in my life though. That's when I was like a real young street nigga. I was
Reputation is
wild.
everything.
Nah, so when you were selling penis, was it like upfront agreement, or was it like
I'm hitting first, and you pay.
I mean, it's like I need
it depends.
I need this.
Nah, so I mean it depends. Like some chicks like
Like this penis tonight is gonna cost you this much before you even insert, like, or is it like
it depends on the chick. Like it's been times where a chick say, "Yo, come over." Yeah, I'm not coming.
Got a
over.
couple dollars for you.
What you got for me? I would
What
say
you
it
got
like,
for me is
yo,
crazy.
the same way they treat niggas, you treat them bitches right back. Like same way they'll ask. If you don't, yeah, man, if that's what I was into, yeah, what you got for me? What you mean? Yeah,
How
I
your
need
perspective
some.
now?
I'm coming over.
Your perspective.
Far as what?
What happened to you?
Oh wait, are we still talking about selling penis? Or are we back? We
back
double
to the
back to
original.
Justin's question. Okay. I tried, brother.
No, so what I think, so in my situation, my shit was like, it was like the lack of communication.
We
It
gonna
was
get
like,
this shit out of you.
nah, in my situation, it was like a lack of communication. So it was like, it was
Yeah,
issues
so
that I
look
had.
right,
with
look
the-
right. I don't want this. I don't want this
bro,
shot. I want the
no,
other shot.
bro, I'm keeping it a bean.
No, you
So-
really trying to be politically correct. I
I'm
need you
trying
to
be
talk.
politically correct.
They talk.
If we gonna talk,
how
we
we
gonna
talk
talk.
on the phone, yo.
Yeah, if we gonna talk, we gonna talk.
All right, so listen, right? All right, so wham. So this shit happened like this. So me and my shorty had some issues. You know what I'm saying? Like some issues, and it was, I mean, I ain't gonna get into the particular issue, but I mean, we had some issues, and it was shit that I should have said. Like I could have been smooth shit over just by being like, yo, I ain't fucking with this. I feel like you doing this. I feel like you moving like this. Instead, I went and tried to tap into something else.
No, I didn't tell you tap into
You know
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
joint. I was trying to tap
Nah,
into
we
the one
was
Oh,
already
shit.
there though.
Oh,
We was
shit.
already there. So instead, I tried to right. I tried to tap into something else. Right. I never tapped into it. I never tapped in. Like I never bombed or nothing like that. But what happened was, I think, because I'm not even sure. I think my shorty went through my old phone and found out, and now I'm in a peculiar position. You know what I'm saying? Because I fucked up, and I know I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm like, all right, I fucked up. You know what I mean? I know this is worth fighting for. What's the next move to, you know what I mean, to try to smooth things over and get things back to close to normal, and get things to normal, and then grow from it.
Right. What
You
you
know
do
what
is you book a couple dates on your apology tour. Now it might be a local tour. It might be a nationwide tour. It might be a global tour.
you
A
gotta
world
take it to
tour.
That's
It's a world tour.
That's a world tour.
It's not like a world
No,
tour.
that's not global yet, bro.
The whole
It's still
thing
nationwide.
is-
It's definitely nationwide. It ain't local.
Stateside.
So
Wait, so what's global?
So listen, I haven't been on
it's
an
global.
apology tour so long.
Global is all. It's like a
Global is when you truly fucked
yeah,
up and you gotta fix this shit.
multi-year
Yeah,
tour. Like
you
on tour
want some
nonstop.
nut shit. You fucked that money up.
Bro, I ain't like
Back-to-back dates.
Yeah.
my situation.
No
Like
days
I
off.
ain't even had no sex with nobody. Like I ain't even had sex with
But-
nobody at all. But granted, I was still 100% wrong. I was just saying that to say that I don't think it's a global joke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely stateside.
But definitely wrong. And I ain't been on an apology tour ever. I was heavy. I fucked up. I'm going to clock out. Or I fucked up and I'm going to fuck up again. This is a different feeling. It's like, all right, I got to fix this shit. This shit feel different.
Gets that way, nephew.
I never foreseen this shit getting this way.
Gets that way.
Granted, I ain't foresee me doing no nut shit. That shit just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm like mapping out how my apology tour gonna go. Not having a fucking clue right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's a
I'm figured
true
out.
sign of masculinity when a man is mature enough to say when he's fucked up.
Niggas know when they fuck
That's
up.
That's real.
That's real shit. Proud of you. You're a totally different person from the first podcast.
Look at the growth. Look at the range.
Look at the range.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I appreciate y'all for not letting me give the politically correct answers.
Yeah, nobody ain't trying to hear that
Yeah,
shit,
you
huh?
definitely was on nut shit. If I got spill my fucking beans, nigga, you got to
I
talk.
definitely spilled my beans.
Yeah, he spilled the beans.
Nigga spilled the
Different type of beans.
I was the most
everything.
vulnerable.
Nigga dropped the crock pot.
Nigga, I had my legs up in the V position.
Yo,
Spread
shut the
eagle.
fuck up.
Push back.
You a baddie.
Spit in my ass.
Cookie good, ain't it?
What the fuck? What are you saying? The fuck you just said? Yo,
this nigga on all that shit.
Never again.
Yo, so I got a question. I was bid. I normally bid with shiz, but what grinds your gears? I'm gonna start with what really grinds my gears. One of the things that really grinds my gears is when I see someone post a picture, and it's a heavy caption, but it don't go with the picture. Like, you ugly as shit. Or you got this cheap, because the chicks do it crazy. Like, they bought the Ithaca outfit where it's like Ithaca.
Chill.
It's
Damn.
it's like the Ithaca joint, like basically like the sports
Oh,
bra
I hate them
and the
Jones.
boxers.
Okay.
Like $70 tops. But then you post a caption saying that what's the heavy? Let me scroll. I'm gonna scroll for 2 seconds. I'm gonna let somebody else say what grinds their gears, but I'm gonna scroll for 2 seconds, and I promise you I come
What
across.
grinds your gears, Jess?
Let me think about that.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. It should be right there. I'm gonna go. So what grind my gears is when you see someone. I'm gonna say a chick. When you see a chick on Instagram and she look bad on Instagram, but you know she don't look like that in real life at all.
Yeah,
My man.
yeah.
She's a full-fledged photography editor. Like she
She
have a
got
job.
she got them filters down pat.
She
I
go
don't
for
know how
Getty
she do it.
Images.
I be trying to get the filters. I can't. The only filter that I really fuck with that had me looking right was the dog joint with the dog ears and shit.
No, but they take it to different levels. Like, I seen people use they'll put it through like 3 different apps before they even get to the gram.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
by the time you get to the gram, you done transmorphed into a whole nother being. Like, you're not even a human
Right.
being no more.
You
and
like a
shit.
fucking robot
You
and
have
shit.
perfect skin. The titties, the ass is sitting right. You fucking the background of the picture is melted and like twisted because you done stretched out certain parts and
Right.
skinny certain parts
Right.
in and shit.
You fucking
And
around
that's-
had surgery like through your picture.
yeah,
That's
full-fledged plastic surgery before his Instagram and shit.
I hate that shit.
I hate when somebody got something to say to me, but they tell somebody else so they could tell me.
Oh shit!
yeah, that's wild.
You got that off.
That's weird as shit.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. I don't like people being indirect with shit that they got to get off their chest. I don't like that.
Yeah, get that off.
That grinds my gears, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Because honestly, you could really just like a lot of shit could be solved just by a conversation, but niggas make it more complicated. Because and then you ever play Whisper Down the Lane in school and shit. If I tell you something and you tell Justin, and by the time it gets to shiz, that shit gonna change a little bit. You feel me? Or even you could have said it in the nicest way, but depending on who you told, that person might bring it back to that person with a different energy than how you meant for it to come off. So it's easier if you just tell me to my face, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of tiptoeing around it, because by the time it get back around to me,
It's a whole different
yeah,
thing.
it's like a whole different thing.
Right.
And then if the person, it could be something that could have been like, oh, I can understand why you would say that. Or like, matter of fact, I see his position, but like, if the wrong person tell me, the person might add a little sauce on it, or they might think it's funny or some shit like that. So they playing with it, and then it's like, no, that shit not funny to me. So now I'm not gonna give that energy to the person that's telling me. Now I'm directing all that energy that I got for the person that told me to the person that said it. Instead of it could have been squashed. It probably
long
could have
time
not even
ago.
been a thing. Yeah, I don't like that. That grinds my gears. Are you back with the caption?
No, it's so bad because I know a lot of people listen to the cast.
Yeah.
and I don't want to say the
Use
gear,
somebody's
none of
joke.
his caption.
It's most likely
Or the
like
joke.
a fucking City Girls lyric or some shit like that.
But even niggas do weird shit. Like they talk real heavy and they caption. I just don't like how motherfuckers use the gram to be somebody totally different. Like,
be like-
niggas know I know you. Like, I know you're living. I know all this shit.
Right,
like, why
right.
are you talking like that on that joint like that?
Right.
Like, I think that's the nuttiest shit in the world. And I hate seeing heavy captions but light pictures. Like,
Got
it's
you.
just not cool. That pisses me off. Though.
Got you.
Yeah.
Something that I say grinds my gears is like niggas that's like that we knew from young boys was pussies. And they like
Oh,
the
now they
toughest
tough
niggas
now.
on earth now. Like
Oh,
they
shit.
captions all Lord Durk lyrics.
With the
You
tat
mean-
face and all that.
Bro, wow, bro. And these niggas be soft. And then I talk to like niggas that was like book with these niggas and be like, yeah, this niggas was getting chased around. Niggas was taking this from me, taking that from me. But niggas come home and niggas be the
Living a whole
toughest
nother
nigga.
life, bro.
And what other thing that grind my gears is when niggas be tough with women. To women, he's a quote unquote demon. When he get around other niggas, they got him going to the store buying fucking
Yeah, he's the Lucy
Dutches
man.
and all
Beaties.
real shit. Like, yeah, he said niggas about beaties. It's crazy.
But if you ask the nigga, he was a full blown tycoon up at Greatest Fur. This shit like
yeah.
niggas running their commissary and all that.
Yo, if you ask niggas be having stories about where they grew up at. Like, yeah, down my end is such and such and such and such. I'm from down your end.
Oh shit!
It ain't that, nigga.
Niggas used to get exposed like that in college because it'd be like when I went to school college in Chester and shit. That was like my freshman year. I went to college in Chester and shit. So it would be niggas from Philly coming up there, but but everybody don't know where everybody from. So like when like say like orientation week, everybody just get to know each other. You know, certain niggas are grouped together and just be at a lunch table together. Everybody sharing their stories and shit like that. And niggas like, yeah, down my end, such and such. Yeah, I'm from such as 46 and Market.
Like what?
Nigga, I'm from 47. Nigga, what the fuck?
You a bitch out there. I never even see you out there, dog. But
I would definitely say like people that's always reminding you about little stuff like that they did for you. Like, yo, bro, remember when I slid you that $5 for the toll? It's like, bro, my fault. Like I just didn't have cash that time. Like little stuff is like, bro, like if you gonna do it like that, then it's like even if it's not a guy, like just little stuff is like, bro, like
be having a favorite Rolodex. Like.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, bro. I remember I brought her around. It's like, bro, that wasn't like I talked to her. You ain't passed me. Like why you reminding me about that shit? Like, I appreciate it, but it's like. You can, it's cool, bro.
Right.
I mean, that
That's
really
definitely a weird flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would never even got that bitch if it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? Because she was with the camera. You know what I mean? That's my bitch. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. Like this just came out. You ain't even playing this joke. It's like, why are you so hyped? Like,
Right.
all right.
I got one more thing that grinds my gears. Bro. What grinds my gears is when people recognize they trauma and don't care to fix it. Grinds my fucking gears,
That's
bro.
heavy.
Talk about
That's
That
heavy.
grinds
That's
my
heavy.
fucking gears, bro.
Why so?
But
Like, why? That's heavy.
because I don't like people putting band-aids on bullet wounds.
Oh shit.
That shit not gonna work. You gonna bleed out and you gonna die eventually. And I don't want you to. And like when it's somebody that like I care about, like I don't like to see that. But at the same time, you gotta let some niggas bleed out because you can't take the gauze off your wound to put on their wound. It's like you gotta go get them yourself.
Yeah, I'm fucking with this shot today.
That was heavy. That deserved a heavy caption. It was heavy.
So I got a question. If it was 3 people, dead or alive, 3 people that you could talk to that can help you with whatever, who would them 3 people be?
Jay-Z.
Why?
I feel like Jay-Z is like the epitome of like turning nothing into something. Nigga went from selling crack in the projects to like a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's like a nigga I would like definitely need to talk to.
Okay.
He seemed like a person like his conversation is like very valuable. He could say like a few sentences to you and that shit could like give you a whole different perspective. I want to know how a person like that thinks. You know what I'm saying? His whole time, his whole legacy been sturdy. You never heard really no bullshit about him except for like the fake, like the Secret Son and shit. That's like the only John and him getting fucked up in the elevator. It was like the only 2
And him,
marks on the
him
elevator.
having a rat on the squad.
I didn't know he snitched.
No, it was a chick that was a foreman.
Oh, I'm not going for that. That's she worked for him. Like, I mean, I'm not. I don't feel like that puts no smell on it. There's not smell on his name. She like a couple. That's not. I don't feel like that's a person that Jay-Z talks to every day.
I mean, I'm not in that
Now, if
world.
it was like
so
if
I can't
Tata
really be
was a
mad at
rat,
it.
then I'd be like, all right, you know what I mean?
That hit a little different.
Yeah. That would be the first person that come to my mind though.
Right.
Maybe what's the nigga name? Steve Jobs.
Okay. Wow.
Honestly, I respect his determination. He like one of them niggas that have like the craziest ideas and like nobody shit that nobody would believe could come true, but he just like had the determination to do that shit. Like imagine in a time when like because you gotta develop shit like softwares and computers and shit like that years in advance. So imagine you remember the phones that we had before we had the iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what was like the best phone?
The Razor.
We went from a Razor, right? So imagine at the
Not
time
even a
of
Razor. The fucking chirps was popping too.
Yeah.
The
So
Nextel.
Blackberries was so
I used to get fucked up for them Nextel.
yeah. So imagine at the time of
sidekicks.
at the time. Let's imagine like so that's probably like between the Nextel and iPhone, imagine a nigga coming to you and be like, yo, I got this crazy idea. We're going to have a phone, no buttons. All you're going to do is you're going to slide like this. You're going to swipe like that. And matter of fact, you're going to talk to it, and it's going to do whatever you say in like 2005. Niggas gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Like, that's never going to, that's how we going to do that? Like, and then to literally have the wherewithal to find people that could like make that shit. And his shit, he got a legacy set in stone. Like, he made some shit. iPhone not going nowhere for like at least the next like 50 years.
Stamp.
Yeah.
And he saw anything that we start using instead of this phone from now is all going to be based off of shit that he put in, like the shit that he made that nobody was thinking of. Like nobody, Bill Gates, none of them niggas not fucking with Steve Jobs. I feel like Steve Jobs is like the top nerd white boy. Tesla is like a coming up, but I feel like Steve Jobs set the tone even for shit that Tesla do.
Yeah.
Touchscreen and all that shit that's in the car, that shit did not exist before he thought of that shit.
Yeah.
That's like the first touchscreen anything that we had. All we had before that was like tablet, or did it? I think the iPhone came before the tablet.
Actually, it was the iPod Touch.
Right.
iPod Touch.
Yeah,
definitely
they took
Touch.
the same model of the iPod Touch
And made it
to
a phone.
Yeah,
That's
just fire.
fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Can I pick one?
Yeah.
One of
we
my
got one more.
Oh, all right.
No, go. No, I don't have
Yeah,
my
'cause
third one.
I gotta think the rest too. But one is definitely Gary V.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When I seen Shiz was out, where was you at? LA?
Oh,
Chicago.
I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with him?
Not no more. Nah. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with him because he has a platform, and I feel like he used the music culture to gain people of our color to follow him, and everything that goes on in the world he don't address, and a large percent of his following is us, and you don't address it. I don't fuck with that. So that's why I don't fuck with. That's why I clocked out from him a long time ago.
That's an interesting point. I think we should revisit that. Let's get the rest of the names, and then I got a question for you about that. You got another one?
I don't mean to fuck up your joke.
No. I never thought about it that way.
Oh well, why? Let's ask why. Why is it
So,
Gary V?
Well, Gary V, because as far as like marketing and the way he thinks and all that, I love it. The way he's a forward thinker.
Mm-hmm.
So even when he's thinking about, he makes no excuses. I would say that. That's what made me really. It drew me to him because people would come with thousands of excuses as to why they can't, and he's like, "Nah, yes you can. Do it this way," or you know what I mean? Like it's just like I never heard him say he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
It's like Bull got strategy for everything.
Yeah, like, you feel what I'm saying? And even though half the shit he probably never even tried, it's not foolproof, but it was better than what you thought. You get what I'm saying? And that's like being quick on his feet. Like they be asking the craziest questions, and he just be like, "Yeah, nah, it's not that. We're gonna do da 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 da. And if you did this, da 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 da, and you get this and da 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 da." And by the end of the joint, niggas like, "Damn, I could have thought of that,
Right.
but you didn't. He did." So that was, that was one of the reasons why I really was drawn to him. The second person, I forgot. I got to think of it again.
Let's go to Shy.
It was an old John though.
So the first person that I speak to is Nipsey. For sure.
Why?
Sure. I would want to talk to Nipsey because just to get some of that sense of the independence and where that started at, and like to see what his future plans was. I'm curious to that, like, because I know Nip had like a 10-year plan or something. I wonder what his 10-year plan was. Because the shit that he was already putting intact, far as like in his neighborhood, was already buying back the block. So like, I wonder what the next move after that is. Like, I mean, was he planning on like I don't know if you would call it gentrifying,
Like
but
reverse gentrifying?
yeah, like I mean, like I'm just curious. Like I like how Nip mind work. I mean, so I would definitely tap into Nip, and I would want to tap into Basquiat.
Why?
Cause I feel like he had some wild shit in his head, bro. To paint the shit that he was painting, bro. I feel like you got to be in like a certain place mentally, and I feel like I would want to know what that place is just for the sake of my art. I'm saying to excuse me to see if the place that I'm existing in is like the peak of out there. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense. Like I want to talk to him and I mean Yeah, I would just want to tap into his mind, bro, and just see how his mind work. And I know he ended up being close with Andy Warhol, so I know he got some jewels from him. So I feel like I can like talk to both of them in one by talking to him and getting some of the game he got from him.
What you got, Jess?
I got two right now. So Lee Haney would be one of my number one. He's a pro bodybuilder, well, old school bodybuilder. But it was his like he was like in his prime. He was like one of the best black bodybuilders at that time. And like just to like talk to him about nutrition and pick his brain, like understand like how he got to where he got to, just to learn like the like real basics, everything like that. Joint would just be like, wow, like this is one of the greatest people. Like he's like right next to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's like a goat.
Yeah, like he's posing like he's like athletic, like he was running. It was just like a big guy, like he was lean,
Right.
and it was like he's still healthy. He's like 56 or something like that now. Still in great shape, like perfect health. Second person would be James Baldwin.
I was thinking,
I like his just his stance. You know, it's kind of like in my interpretation. Like I've been trying to read more about him and learn more because like I've been like going to like Malcolm X and learn more about them. Like they all got kind of like was like in the same time. So I was like reading about him, and it's like he's not like radical, but he's not like just turn of the cheek. And my impression is like it's like we both gotta learn stuff. You know, we were conditioned a certain way, they were conditioned a different way. So we can't really fault nobody, but we're also
Wait, who's they?
Big brother and them.
Yeah, the us black people.
The powers that be.
Yeah, you know. So it's like that's how I got it, and I'm just like, damn, like I feel that like we all need to learn. It's not gonna be an easy road, but it's just like we all should sit down and like really talk about that. And that's my like stance on it. I'm like, oh shoot, but he wasn't just like, in my opinion, like, oh, just let everything ride. No, but we do need to talk about something. So those would be my two that I was thinking about at this time.
I'm gonna say too, this is to save the time. So I'm gonna say Frederick Douglass for sure. I don't want to speak for Frederick Douglass because after reading his autobiography, it was like, my nigga, how did you not give up after being tortured, like shipped to different plantations purposely to break you and you didn't break? My nigga went harder, learned how to read, got himself up out of slavery, then try to get everybody else try to get all his people out of slavery. And then on top of that, they try to get him to say his speech on the 4th of July. He said on the 5th of July, it's saying, this is not our independence. This is your independence. We still enslaved. How you gonna have me come up here and try to tell my people this bullshit in a nutshell? So that's why I fuck with Frederick Douglass, you know? Like, real shit. When I read that book, that shit made me happy, made me hype. Like, how the fuck he had all this strength and they tried to break him. They could not break him for whatever reason. They could not break him. I want to talk to him and ask him, how did he stay so sturdy? My second person is, it's going to be ignorant. Narcos. What's his name? Pablo Escobar. I want to know how niggas made millions and millions and millions of dollars in one day, and he had an empire, and nobody. He was in charge of so much stuff, and nobody was like, they never like teamed up to try to take him out. Like he always had the power to where as though he didn't have a gun. He had niggas around him, and he had people who around him who had guns, and people respect him that much that they didn't even wanted to kill him.
Do you ever wonder what did this guy, when it's people like that where it's just like they be having killers all around them, and it's like you saying he didn't have to do anything physical. It was all like a mental thing.
Right.
Do you ever wonder like what have these people seen this nigga do that makes them not want to ever test him? Like,
Right.
Because it took for a whole nother organization, crime organization, to plot to get him out of there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't like nobody inside of his circle, nobody betrayed him inside his circle. It was like literally one of his enemies did that shit. Like but for real, in that type of situation, the people that's closest to you will be the people that work with you. Will make more sense that they would try you because they know all your weaknesses.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Did everybody say two? Did you say two?
yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Bam said two?
You said one.
I said one.
All right.
I don't know a second person though. Shit just kind of threw me off with the Gary Vee joke. Cause now I'm over here thinking about all the nut shit that them motherfuckers be doing.
Let's go there then.
They don't really be standing for niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
But they
like,
utilize us.
Let's go there.
They utilize the shit out of us. But I always think like that. That's why I don't be hyped to talk or feed into any of them. But like they don't really be giving a fuck about us. So it'd be like now that it's the time where I gotta actually think about who I would talk to. Like I don't really want to talk to none of them niggas.
Right.
Like it would probably be somebody that's dead. And then you gotta really start thinking. Because they were the only one that was like really, really fighting for us. These niggas scared to lose their paychecks.
Right.
So they're not really fighting for us.
Yeah, at the end of the day, these people got sponsorships they gotta worry about, endorsements
they
gotta worry about.
And I mean, rightfully so, you got a family that you gotta take care of.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how to spend your money. I can't tell you how to make your money. I can't tell you none of that. But at the end of the day, like
let me say this though. I will say this. If it comes to business, I will talk to him because he is knowledgeable. But I'm only going to utilize him as a tool. It's like he utilized us as tools.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't turn down opportunity to build and grow myself in that situation. But just where I stayed at mentally, I'm not. Yeah.
All right, so you led me to another. This is what I wanted to talk about once you said that about Gary Vee. Do you feel like? All right, so I'm gonna give you all how I feel. I feel like in situations like a Gary Vee situation, how you saying like a person of a different color, in this case, a white guy. He'll utilize our culture or like get us on his bandwagon through the way he talk, or the nigga you might see him with a rapper, or he might drop some random black culture shit within his spills that he does on social media or whatever like that. It's like they use like context clues or like certain words or like cues to make us be like, oh yeah, like how niggas would be like, oh yeah, he's invited to the cookout because why? Because he listens to Jay-Z, or why? Because he had on Jordans when you seen him on YouTube and shit like that.
Excellent marketing tool.
We make it easy though. I feel like that a lot of that shit, we can't be mad at people like that. We don't, cause we look at. He never said he was like an advocate, an ally. He never claimed to be one. If you look at if you do research on all his shit, he never said he stood by black people in no shape or form. All this nigga did was stand next to rappers, let you know that he's at least he does research. All this dude does is research all day. That's how he like is able to build businesses and find new ways to make money and be always on the net. I heard this nigga talking about TikTok like 4 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Like he always be around. He'd be like always on the cusp of all the new shit. So what makes you think if he could learn about all the newest things to invest his money into, and he's got all these ideas about forward thinking and shit, what makes you think he can't take 5 minutes out of his day to be like, oh, is this the dance they're doing now? Or oh Megan Thee Stallion. Like he'll throw shit like that. Like and a lot of them do that. Like they. And the inside of them, if you probably got around them, you'll be like any other of them people that you're talking about, non-ally and shit. He's probably not really. He's like on the money side of things. Like he's trying to make bread. So you gotta, in order to make the most bread, you gotta be cool in a sense with everybody. You know what I mean? Because you got to do business with black people. You got to do business with Asians. You got to. So of course you're not gonna put that out there. That however your real political views are. For all we know, he don't give a fuck about black people getting killed by the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not on his daily regimen. When he gets in his car, he doesn't have to worry about that. You know what I mean?
It's not his reality.
Yeah. So if, for me, I don't take nothing from it. I fuck with him. Because at the end of the day, I don't gotta. He not invited to my cookout. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know him on that level. Like if it's people like that, like public figures, I put the same shit on black people too, or like people are like our culture and shit. It's like you don't know what these niggas do on a day-to-day basis or what they really feel. And I feel like even the ones that will come out and make a statement, that shit don't always be genuine either. You know what I mean? It's really about your reality. If you're not a part of a certain reality, you really can't relate to the traumas that go with that shit. If I grew up in the suburbs my whole life, and I come downtown and I start fucking and I never had no run-ins with the police. I went to a good school. I never was poor. I went to a good, I had both of my mom and dad on my whole life. Am I an ally because I came and marched with y'all against Black Lives, like for Black Lives Matter? Like, am I like an ally now? Like, I don't know that struggle. That shit just be cute. Like, that shit don't really like mean that you a real ally because you can't relate to the struggle. That's just like a Jewish person. I can't relate to that struggle. If I get on Instagram right now and be like, I don't know, bless all the people that we lost in the Holocaust. What the fuck does that mean for me? I don't know shit about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose nobody through that shit. That shit do not affect me. Like, anti-Semitism isn't a thing that's on my daily journal that I have to think about. So if you're a rich white person or a rich Asian person or whatever, you could say whatever. You could put a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, black out your meme on Instagram or whatever you call it, the fucking your little logo picture drawing shit. Oh yeah, block out. That shit don't mean nothing. Like, to me, all that shit just be for show. It be marketing moves. So the same way y'all saying he don't want to lose money by saying certain shit, it's like he stands to gain money. Even if he came out today tomorrow and stood up for black, I still wouldn't be like, oh, he's on our side. That shit don't really mean it's all for show. All that shit, it's Hollywood. He's the same as an actor. You know what I mean? Them niggas is not. They gonna do whatever's best for their situation and shit. So I don't really. I mean. Is what it is. It's about action.
I can respect that stance.
Yeah, you can even give money to some shit, and that don't mean that you wouldn't.
Yeah, I respect your opinion. I just like the fact I fell into the trap. That's all.
You thought he was an ally?
So it's not that I thought he was an ally. So with it's like I said, it's a perfect market to with business especially with that's based off what I seen and like me paying attention. When you selling items or you selling things, what's the best way to sell them? You give it to your favorite artist or people you like to listen to or people who you can identify with. You can identify with him, but we can identify people that he surrounds us around. Mm-hmm. So based off the conversation he had with certain people who I enjoy their music, let me buy his book.
Got you.
Saying.
Got you.
I fell for the trap.
Got you. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at it though. I mean, it is what it is. Like, it happens around us all the time. Like, everything that's in plain sight is you just gotta open your eyes and see it. Like, so the whole chicken sandwich from Popeyes scandal, right?
Right. It's a crazy segue.
It's marketing though. It's good marketing. Chick-fil-A had the chicken sandwich for years. Why didn't anybody else, any other fast food restaurant, make a exact replica of the chicken sandwich? There was nobody else to compete with. There was nobody else who had a chicken-based company besides Popeyes. So my theory is the two companies came together and say, look, we have this particular sandwich patent. Y'all can use the patent. And now let's create a cult-like following and see and create a versus and see whose chicken sandwich is better. Mm-hmm. And I feel like these people, whoever owns the company, goes golfing together because there are companies that do that.
Oh, for sure.
That goes.
They friends.
They do things together.
Yeah.
They make fake verses.
Yeah.
Just to get the people to go back and forth, like with Samsung and Apple, for example. Samsung makes all of Apple's hardware and software.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
all of it.
Its competition is Apple.
Right. They're marketing their campaigns, all that shit is like making it like it's a competition.
Right.
But both of them win.
Right. And Samsung get money on two ends. Like, they get money for making Apple stuff and they get money for actually selling their products.
Right.
So
they cutting the coat.
It's like Democrats and Republicans, dog.
Right. That's a whole nother story. Like,
that shit fucking
that's
joke.
sick. That's
some
sick.
mockery.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so with I don't want to get in that. I don't want to get in that.
We not doing politics right now?
Yeah.
I can, but it's like, all right, I'm gonna go there. It's like, so who said that all black people have to be Democrats? Because most Democrat candidates don't do anything to help us.
Not never.
No.
So why am I? So why? Who told us that we had to be Democrat? Why, if we Republican, we're Uncle Tom's? What if the Republican Party is doing something better for our communities, and we choose that for the future? It may not happen at this moment, but for my grandchildren may see it. Why not go with this party because they creating better laws?
Right.
Why have to be a Democrat? Like, it's like
we tricked them to believe it.
Yeah, the versus shit. Like, it's like it's a real thing. Like, it's in the laws of 48. It's in the 48 laws of power. How to create a cult-like following, and it's a 5-step on how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And at the end of the day, when these laws and shit is getting passed, it's like Democrats and Republicans is voting for that shit to get passed. It's not like it just be only one party making all the bad shit happen in the world, like, or in the nation. It'd be a combination of both. It's like they have a a singular game plan, but they had to market it. It's like wrestling. Like, all right, he's gonna be the heel today, and I'm gonna be the good guy and shit. At the end of the day, whatever. If you fight for the WWF wins, and y'all both get a check at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter who we think is bad or good. That's like just like a concept. That ain't really. There's no bad or good because it's all about America's a business. So it's how can we set this up the best way?
Policies.
Yeah. So where we keep all our money and we keep shit going the way that we want it to go. You know what I'm saying? If Trump got to be the bad guy today, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna distract motherfuckers enough that we could do all the bullshit behind the scenes. They won't find out about that shit until the next campaign and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or maybe 2 campaigns after.
Yeah, right.
Or until a fucking documentary come out.
Right, yeah, exactly. somebody snitch. It always be like somebody on the inside that snitch and let you know what really was going on. Like
It be people who already know like it's not right and then they constantly eat at them. I feel like. And it just exposes it because they're like they can't live with that lie.
Right. It's like the niggas
that lie be so big you can't live with it. That's crazy.
It's like the niggas that be telling you it's aliens exist and shit like that. Like I seen them in Area 51 is real and shit. They can't stand that shit no more. It's like I seen too much. Everybody got a limit. I feel like you can't. So I feel like certain people can't hold water at all, but then everybody, no matter who you are, it's at least one secret that you can't keep.
So you don't believe in aliens?
No, I'm saying that shit is true. I think aliens is real.
Okay.
I feel like some of the shit that they tell you that is like, oh, we discovered a new species, be aliens. Like,
yeah,
like you just discovered some shit.
It's more water on this planet than anything. It's a bunch of shit in the water that we haven't seen yet. That they probably have seen. Like mermaids, I believe in mermaids and shit like that. Aquaman, that nigga's real. Like you ain't just come up with that concept.
Yeah. What's this shit called? Poseidon? And that the boy that was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Greek mythology.
Yeah, all that shit is real. Somebody somewhere at some time seen that shit and they wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
That's the best thing they do is like, that's like one of the main tricks. It'll be like, if you come out tomorrow and say you seen some wild shit, you really could have seen that shit. They'll make you look like you crazy to keep the secret alive.
Media will fucking destroy you. Yeah. All platforms will come at you. Everybody making mean about you. And then 2 days later you dead. Like nobody, not physically dead. You may be physically dead, but like you like won't be remembered because it'll be a next topic. Like they definitely study the art of war. Like that's definitely one of the Jones. Like you defeat your opponent to the point to where they can't fight back.
Right.
And when they can't fight back, you still trash them. You still keep on kicking them.
Right.
This Game of Thrones.
That's like
right
Jeffrey Epstein shit. The Jeffrey Epstein shit.
Man.
That nigga got inside the inner circle of
Greyjoy. I'm sorry. That was a Game of Thrones thing right there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's heavy game. Like the the government is like they play Game of Thrones with niggas.
Yeah.
Like that whole upper echelon is all Game of Thrones, bro.
Yeah, that's like the bull Jeffrey Epstein. He didn't. I don't think he graduated college. He was broke.
Nope.
He just finessed his way into that situation. Started getting around all the big wig rich motherfuckers, actors, sports players, politicians, all that shit. Now he in the inner circle. So he started moving like they moving. He had people. What was the boy? A nigga from London or something. I seen on the documentary. I forgot what it was. Like the prime minister or some shit like that. Doing. He got tapes on all these. So he's seeing them. Bill Clinton. All these people. He's seeing like what they do behind this. What they all do behind the scenes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he just started following suit. But he knew too much. And I feel like at a certain point, once that he got on him, he like, yo, I'm telling on everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He had the leverage. He had cameras in his walls. Like his walls was like some clay type shit. He had cameras at every hole.
Right. So when the pressure got on him, he like, well, I'm just gonna say all the shit that I seen y'all niggas. Y'all gonna let me go down? Like, I'm gonna just start telling about everybody. Like, he got tapes on everybody. And what they do, they killed him.
They said he hung himself.
That's how they always roll it.
They assassinated him, and then they fucking put all these documentaries about all the shit that he did. They showing you the people that's around him, but we don't get no. If you watch the documentaries, they don't get into detail about or put any accusations on none of the niggas that was hanging out with him or taking trips to the island where they was having those little girls at and all that kind of shit. It's just like, oh yeah, Bill Clinton was spotted with him, but you don't got no documentary about Bill Clinton.
Technically, since it's an open case, they're not allowed to disclose any of that information. But I'm a firm believer that all of them is fucking pedophiles. Every last one of them. Some people, I'm waiting for the case to be over so I can actually sit and read this transcript myself.
Right.
So I can see if these people that I held to a higher standard are really pieces of shit like that.
Like the bull who held the hot dog parties. Yeah, y'all know what that is.
Yeah, shit.
Oh shit, Siri carried it different.
Yeah, your favorite president had hot dog parties. That was code word for something.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's
Obama.
it's-
main man.
Obama.
Yeah.
He had hot
It's-
dog parties.
It's a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
glizzies on the
it's a lot of shit, bro. It's a lot of shit that that upper echelon do behind closed doors, and that
Facts.
only they know about.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to start answering for that shit. That shit is sick. That shit making my stomach hurt talking about that.
Yeah,
shit
that
sick.
shit is fucked up.
All them
Let's talk
niggas
about
is
some other sick
pedophiles.
shit. Let's talk about how. And I honestly I don't feel bad about this because this is like some irresponsible shit that could have been prevented. Let's talk about how people getting evicted in Atlanta.
Oh
How you feel about
yeah.
that?
Yo, you know what's crazy? My man, as soon as I posted that, my man hit me. He does a podcast too. Way Too Much for Life podcast. My man Joe. But me and Joe talk about. We always ask each other, like, how you feel about so and so? Like we kind of go back and forth with that at any random moment. Like he a good thinker too. He called me. He was like, "Yo, I see you posted the John about the evictions in Atlanta. How you really feel about it though?" But in my head, I went to go give him the right answer. Like, oh man, I think that shit corny. People shouldn't be getting evicted. You feel what I'm saying? And then I thought about it from both sides. Because being a landlord that hasn't been paid since March, when it was only supposed to be a 3-month furlough, everybody is out here getting these stupid big ass checks. Everybody out.
I'm about to say it's 3 sides of it.
Yeah, it's all different sides. So I was trying to think. What I try to do is think about it from every angle before I actually really talk about it. So initially I was like upset, but then I kind of understood, and then at the same time I just felt bad for people, because there's some people out there that didn't get the crazy big ass checks, that's really out of work, that really don't have no options, really is fucked up, and they're gonna be in some fucked up situations that they start kicking these people out their cribs. So I felt that side of it. Then I felt the side of it as, well, y'all niggas blew the money. You should have thought smarter about it. You feel what I'm saying? And you was getting the money. You should have just been paying your rent.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though, you know, I had to shut the truck down, I had to start thinking about other ways to make the fucking money. So I went back to selling food out the car. You feel what I'm saying? Just to make sure that I was still paying my rent. It was never a time where I didn't pay it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because even though, you know, I called the landlord and said, yo, you know what options you have? Oh, we'll waive the late fees and da-da-da, just let me know. Nah, when
We
the
gonna
first
pay this
come,
joint.
you gonna get this whole joint because I don't even got time to be bullshitting with you. You feel what I'm saying? So I thought about it from all different angles. So it was a little different. Like I do feel bad for the folks. I feel horrible for the folks that's really about to be out of their crib, out of their situation. And I wish it was more that I could do to actually help those folks. But then at the same time, I think about the landlords that the banks only gave them 3 months, you know, of a pushback. So now they still paying. You get what I'm saying? Like, they still got to make sure their bills are paid too. The same way we saying, oh, well, shit, I'm going to still pay my shit because I ain't trying to fall behind. They saying the same shit. Like, well, I got to pay this shit because even though they not paying it, it's still my property. I got to keep kicking out money. But I'm sure they still had to do repairs in that time frame while, you know, some of them houses is fucked up and shit is happening. People in the house more than ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's bust pipes and shit that never had that much pressure done on it. You know what I mean? They getting work. So I'm sure they got to keep going in and doing repairs though. So how do you want that type of service and you not giving nothing, you know, in return?
Right.
So I had to think about it from all different angles. I do feel bad for the folks that you know, that can't and don't have it. But on the other side, for the other folks, like, I feel like, I mean, you should have did better with what you had, because it's a lot of people that don't have it, but it's more y'all that really got that bread. Like y'all got some real paper thrown in your face, and you kind of blew it on bullshit, and you ain't handle your business.
Mm-hmm.
And for those people, it's up for you. Like, I mean, you got to stand what you do.
Right.
Yeah, I feel the same way as far as like the people who really didn't get nothing and they really in a fucked up position. What also ground my gears. We're going back to ground my gears. What ground my gears is how it's so easy for our people to be persuaded or convinced or manipulated. Like, we don't have to take advantage of every program that's out there, especially when we're not in need of it. I feel like a lot of us abuse certain avenues just because it's there, where we should allow the people who need them resources first to take access of them. And then if we really need it to the point that we can't work or whatever the case may be, like if you really not a hustler or you really don't have the know-how to do something, I think you deserve to enter to certain programs.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't take up all the resources just because you can. Like that's I feel that's nutty. Like you said, niggas got lump sums of money. Niggas, I know a couple niggas who got back 10 bands off of back pay.
10 bands plus.
And did nothing but take trips, bought designer,
Real
blew this shit on dumb shit.
I know niggas that
and some of these niggas live with their parents.
20
Right.
bands, bro.
Damn.
See that nigga get 20 because he did his shit late. You know, it was 10 bands back in May in early June. Nigga did they shit 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks, 20 bands gone.
He blew 20,000 in 3 weeks.
20 bands gone.
That was
bro.
a hell of a 3 weeks,
Bro, like niggas, but
That's wild.
if you don't have a plan for your money,
Yeah,
it's gonna go.
Yeah,
That's it. Don't matter if you had 20 bands or a mill. Matter of fact, I was watching Floyd. I had a whole new respect for Floyd after I actually watched one of these interviews. I forgot who was interviewing him, but they were sitting like right around the boxing ring. And he was sitting there, he was talking, and he was talking about when he gets when he's hiring or recruiting for the money team, basically Floyd, whatever his little team is. And the guy asked the question, who is a person that you like, really wouldn't hire? So he asked the recruit a question. If I sign you, I can give you $1 million right now. You can have $1 million. That's your signing John, but you won't get paid no more. Like, you get the mill. Or I can give you $100,000 every month until you die. And the person that says they'll take the $1 million up front, he don't want to work with them. He would rather find them somebody else because their mindset is going to be fucked up because they're going to blow through that mill and then they're going to be fucked. They're going to be useless. They're going to be worthless at that point. But the person that has a mindset to say, damn, I'll take the 100 every month because I can fuck that 100 up, but next month I'm going to get another 100. Right. So I can do, I can do better than, it's a lot of times we spend money and be like, damn, I fucked that up. If I had it again, I'll do better with it. And that's the learning process for a lot of niggas. You feel what I'm saying? So it's, if you don't got a plan for your money, if you really think you just about to have a bunch of money and it's just you about to just be rich forever, nah, these motherfuckers be rich. NBA players and all that, they be fucked up when that shit over because they ain't have a plan when they had the paper.
Right.
Like, you gotta have a plan for the paper. If you don't got no plan, you gonna blow through whatever the amount is fast.
Yeah,
Facts.
because the money love to be spent. It don't like to stay in your pocket.
It's gonna spend it. It's gonna spend itself.
Yeah,
It's gonna spend itself every time you come out the house.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So you might as well start planning now. If you want to be a millionaire, you gotta start planning what you gonna do with your bread because if you don't, you're gonna be broke. And them niggas is broke and they fuck that paper up.
Blowing $20,000 in 3 weeks is insane. That's a sick job.
It is quote unquote crazy, but I can see how it could happen in 3
Bro,
weeks.
I seen a nigga rent the
That's a crazy statement to start with. I
Bro,
seen the nigga rent.
I seen a nigga rent.
Not a house though, or
yeah,
apartment.
like
I seen
what
a
kind of
nigga.
vehicles we talking?
The nigga rent the what's that fucking is it a Spider? A Porsche Spider? I think that is a Spider. It's not the 911, so it's a Spider. It's a Porsche.
Okay.
I seen that nigga rent the Spider for $1,000 a day. The nigga had it for 2 weeks.
Oh, she spent $14,000 for pussy. That's all
Bro,
he was trying
I
to do.
seen a
gas in that
nigga
joint
rent
too.
the Spider.
Right,
He went out. He was in LA. He was out LA for a little minute. Then he was in Houston.
Flexing
and then
on
he ended his trip in Miami. 2 weeks straight trip in LA. He had the Porsche Spider. Didn't see what he had in Houston. And when he was in Miami, he had a fucking Aventador Lamborghini. Them Jones a stack a day, bro. No less than a stack a day. You spent 14 bands on a rental to drive around for the little dirty bitches with the Ithacas on. with the Ithacas on. And they spent their little couple dollars when they got it on some red bottoms. They the only red bottoms they're going to ever have in their life. You went and spent 14 bands to impress them. That don't even include clothes, the bottles that you
he
paid,
had that
all
shit
that
on.
shit.
Gas.
You ready for this? Here go the kicker.
What's the kicker?
That nigga don't got a car here in Philly, nigga.
Yo, that's
How you got on $1,200 sneakers, but you
Bro.
hungry?
Man don't got a car here, bro.
sick. That's
He
sick.
say, I Uber around. He do bounce back and forth between here and New York. Yeah, I Uber around. I don't be tied down to a well, but
I don't be
rent-
tied down
Bro.
to
No.
the
Listen,
auction
listen.
right there in the street, huh?
No.
It's crazy,
Put
bro.
35 minutes to
listen,
the
just-
side, man.
No, listen, just talking Uber. I used to drive Uber. Uber from here to New York is $175. That's wild.
Bro, people be ass
You made that
backwards,
trip
bro.
before?
Huh?
You made that trip?
No. It popped up, and when I pulled up, it said New York, and I said, "Nigga, you gotta call
I
somebody
did
else."
them trips before with my man. Miz did the Uber joint. He used to pick up people at the airport because he got the black truck, black car service. Take them motherfuckers all the way to New York. Should be $200. They always tip something crazy to him. $50 tip, $70 tip. Especially if he finds you the goodies, like if you get here and niggas be like he be always be finding the celebrities and all that shit. They get in the will and they be like, yo man, I need this, I need that. Like show me where I would go for this. And he take you, them niggas be cashing him right. They be looking right out for him. Like shit
That's a
be
good
crazy. Shit
That's
be
a good
crazy when the motherfucking celebrities fly in. That shit be kind of wild.
Something else I was gonna say. If you only got 20 bands, because you could look at it like I got 20 bands or I only got 20 bands, a 2-week trip not in your future.
No.
Definitely not.
Nah,
I spent
nah.
weeks.
A
If I
2-week
had
trip
20,
can be in
10
your
bands
future.
went to rent. No, 10 bands went to rent and all that. Like 10 bands went to my monthly life.
That's
Right.
right. You could have took a 1-week trip and not spend. You could have spent $1,500 max. I
Yeah,
did that shit.
Yeah.
You can take a trip, bro. You can take a trip
I'm about
and
to
do
say
all
you
that.
can go a 2-week
You
trip
don't
and not
gotta
spend
carry
20,000.
like that though. Like you don't gotta do all that, bro.
Right,
These bitches fuck niggas on buses, bro.
bro.
These bitches fuck niggas that walk. These bitches fuck niggas in a mom crib in the basement on a dirty mattress, air mattress, damn near on the floor. You gotta blow it up.
Facts.
These bitches fuck them on that.
Yeah.
You don't gotta spend all that bread,
You don't
bro.
gotta have something to pay. You gotta have something to say.
Yeah, man.
If you know what to say, you
Once
don't
she
gotta.
grin up and game begin.
Yeah, that shit don't mean nothing.
Damn.
This
They got
nigga
bars.
face, bro. Well, it's crazy.
The chicks don't even know what these cars are. To be honest with you,
They just want to take a picture.
bitch don't know what a
They
fucking
just wanna take
Aventador
They just want
is.
to take a picture. All they see is the logo.
Yeah, they don't know what that shit is.
They just know it's expensive.
I watched this whole little
Shit
catfish
shiny.
video where main man had he was trying to talk to this chick. He was walking with her. She wasn't giving this nigga no talk.
Yeah, I see
Like,
that joke.
get the fuck away. I'm cool. That nigga hit the doo-doo. She was like, is that your car?
I seen this too. Yeah.
He like, yeah, that's my joint. What you want? Take a ride? She like, oh, of course.
Yeah,
start
yeah,
complimenting him and
Started
shit.
going back and forth. Yo, turn around. Let me shake your ass real fast. Let me see. She's shaking her ass. Going to the front of the car. She like, rev it up. He rev it. She shake her ass and all that. She like, all right, let's go. He like, nah, never mind. You,
Nah,
Like,
that's
you try to
cool.
play
I'm
me.
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
She like, but you really wasn't. You ain't want this nigga.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. You just want. She said out of her mouth, yeah. I mean, I ain't planning on giving you no pussy. I just wanted to post on my stories. I wanted to be in the joint and post on my stories. Like, let's take a ride. That was her exact words. Let me get in that joint. Let me take some pictures. And I'm be good.
That's wild.
This is just want to be in it. Like, should be goofy.
That take me to another
It's
point.
niggas like that too. Though. I don't want to act like it's just bitches.
Oh yeah.
Niggas is y'all niggas is different. I seen niggas damn near fight to get towards Meek and them section in the club.
Oh yeah, we
before
talked
the
about
bitches,
that,
bro.
Mhm.
That shit be crazy,
And that shit look 1,000 times worse on the man.
bro.
That shit is hard.
Bro, this should be bananas. How these niggas is groupies.
They just want to stand next to money.
Oh my god, don't want no money at all, but want to stand next to a nigga with it. God damn,
They want to see what Creed smell like.
what the fuck is this? Damn, yo, what are we getting to, man? That shit crazy.
Nigga from the bottom level of the VIP with his nose in the air. Smell like money. That nigga be smell like money, man.
this?
Yo, so why do you think people in our culture are so scared of investing? Like, you get 20 bands essentially free.
Big.
If you come to that person, if you go to that person and be like, yo, bro, I got some good stock options you could invest into, or I got this property that we could buy. We could flip this joint.
Slow down, Kyle. We've been talking the whole fucking joint. Everybody else fucking talk. Yo.
All right, I'm done.
No, you can talk. Let's let somebody talk first. God damn, because you like to talk.
First off, Pace had a whole fucking section.
I had a section
that he talked for like
it was both of
20 minutes
y'all.
straight.
Like I ain't want to put him out there, but it was more you than him.
Started the whole cast off with a segment.
I normally let y'all talk anyway, though. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. I ain't answering the question. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna present the question, and then we gonna let Shizzy who answer first.
Yeah, well, I gotta go first. All right, I go first. What's the question again?
All right, so I feel like people.
I got it. So
I didn't even answer that.
I remember. So one of the reasons why I know why people don't like to invest in our culture because we don't trust one another. A lot of us don't seek mentorship. A lot of us don't know what mentorship is. We deal with a lot of insecurities, and that shows like this the story. Like I don't know who it is, but man, he spent a lot of money to oppress other people. At the end of the day, he may not have been happy himself. He was just doing this to make his situation look better than what it was. So that's one thing we need to do. We need to focus on our mental. We need to get right with ourselves. We need to know ourselves before we can enter the world doing anything for real. Yeah, so it's trust, insecurities, and the lack of searching for knowledge.
It seemed like if you offer a nigga a get rich quick scheme, they'll be all for it,
bro.
But if you be like, yo, this shit gonna take 3 years, but you gonna make this much,
I'm gonna say this.
I
got burnt in that susu.
Oh, I didn't want to give you that energy. I ain't want to.
Yeah, I got burnt in that joint. Like,
and what?
I put $1,500 down. You know,
burnt in what?
The susu shit.
It's supposed to like rotate or something.
Fucking susu.
She just thought they was going to pay him because
shit.
She just thought they was going to give him money because it was some church people in there.
I thought they was honest, huh? I thought they was honest.
Shit.
They used God as a weapon.
Exactly. So as soon as I dropped my $1,500, that's when it started getting goofy. Like all the rules started changing.
We're not doing it like that anymore, my brother.
Yeah, Stay blessed. It's like they only did it on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Like it got real goofy.
Shit.
And right now we at the point where it's stuck on one particular round. It's on round 13. I won't get paid until round 52. That joint about to get deleted.
Yo, bro. That's wild. So
but honestly, I'm not mad.
$1,500
I'm not even mad because one, I know how to get money. I know how to use my head to create an idea that could generate income. So I'm not upset at that. I'm also not upset because that's the decision I chose to make. Even though people persuade my decision, it still ultimately was my decision to make. So I can't be mad at nobody but myself.
Right.
And I should have followed my instincts. My instincts said, don't do it.
Even when you showed me the app, that shit looked wild flaky.
Because at first when I did it, I'm like, I don't really understand it, but somebody who I trusted was in it, and he showed me his success from it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. That's what all it is taking a chance.
You know, all the people that come in on the bottom level of the pyramid scheme always come up, and then that's how you get that's how them Jones work. Yeah. The first round of people get paid.
And it's crazy. Bam told me before I did. He said, "Yeah, that Jones sound like
pyramid scheme.
You got to get in when it first start. If you don't, you're going to lose.
You get in when it first start. Yeah. If you get in right when the nigga coming up with the concept,
wake up now.
You good. You gonna make bread, and the two people that's right under you, they might make some chicken too. But once they got that chicken and you don't got that momentum no more, it's up. And you gonna want your money back. Yo, man, what's up, man? Y'all niggas y'all was posting 10 times a day when you asked me for that 150.
Yeah,
I gave you that 150 now. It's y'all posting once every 2 weeks. Y'all got me fucked up. What's up with my paper? That shit get real dark. You ready? You ready to go on top?
You mad for me?
Yeah, you ready? I asked him, yo, what's up with them niggas? Like, I ain't cash. I want to do something to them niggas. They took my man bread.
Yeah, that's
he don't really care because he do what he want. But no, I ain't
But
taking
look
my
though,
man
like
bread.
if like you gotta look at it like this though too. Like a lot of people do stuff like as far as money, as far as investing, they get mad when the investment go wrong.
And they don't understand.
Look, if you ain't had the money to invest to begin with, you should never did it.
Yeah,
That's real.
So, can I answer the question now, Sean?
No, go ahead. Cause I was talking, you about to talk while I was talking, so I had to cut you off.
Don't start y'all shit.
You still got the interception, John?
Interception.
Drop the interception bomb.
Interception. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, we lost.
I gave it to you. I
so
gave it to you.
I feel like a lot of people are scared of the investment thing because they're uneducated about it. The fact that they're uneducated about it scares them. So they know more about letting their money get spent on the wildest trend or what. They know more about it because they see that every single day. I feel like that there's an awakening going on with our people because you got everybody wanting to be business owners.
Buy Gap stock.
Oh yeah, that's a good joint. You
Shout out
If
to
you catch it,
Robin
you
Hood.
catch it. If you catch it, you catch it.
it is an awakening going on. You got young black people talking about stocks, young black people talking about investment properties, young black people talking about land, young black people talking about, you know what I mean, actually investing in shit. So I feel like there's a big awakening going on. So with that, there's more education about it out there. So I really got homies that, I can tell you one better. I got my folks that's in jail. My little cousin been in jail for Lord knows how long. And he not coming out until I think 2032. And he in jail making money saying, yo, cause he got an Instagram and all that shit, blew my fucking mind. The nigga posts more pictures than me. Like he out
He's a
living.
legend.
He out living and all that. But he hit me like, yo, cuz if I send you some bread, can I invest in your food truck and you just let the money build up for when I come home? And it was like, what? What type of bread you talking about? He was like, if I send you $8,000, can I put that towards your food truck? And I'm like, this nigga's in jail talking about investments. I know him. He never would have thought about investments and all that. But now that it's a trendy thing to be talking about that type of stuff, it pricked his, attention. So now he got his antennas up and he want to invest in something that could potentially make him more money, for when he come out, so he not into the same type of shit. So I feel like the awakening is happening with that. So I don't think so many people are scared anymore. I think they just don't know what to invest in. And they got to understand what investments are, because a lot of times people think that, just because I'm investing, I'm about to make a bunch of money. Nah, them shits go bad too.
You
You
don't
feel what I'm
make
saying? It's a gamble.
100% return. You make like 8%
Yeah.
average.
Yeah,
for real.
see, we gotta start thinking about this shit like corporations.
Yeah.
When you be like Coca-Cola is $1 billion company, they didn't make $1 billion in 1 year.
No.
Oh,
They-
nah. Took us
They
some time.
they made
They used to have
That
Coke
took
in their
65
products.
years.
yeah right.
They
Right.
they used to have Coke in their products, and they took the Coke out, and now they still got the Coca-Cola, and they still make money off it. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
If we was more comfortable, if we was like as a whole more comfortable with taking smaller profit margins, like even like when people be selling stuff, like all right, much respect to all the people with the online boutiques and they selling like the shit that Fashion Nova would have, and they got a site. Basically, they drop shipping it from Alibaba and shit like that. All right, cool. You getting a pair of tights for $7 a piece. Don't try to times 10 every time you sell something. You don't have to double up on everything. It's not like if you want to double up, you should be selling dope or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you trying to do a long-term business where it's like an investment, like for example, Shy got a clothing line. He's not trying to double up on every piece of clothing. Like if you bought the shirt for $10, you can't.
Shit, ain't shy.
If you buy the shirt for $10, you shouldn't be selling it to me for 10 times what it costs, yo.
Wow, that's capitalism.
If you can get it off, you get it off.
Yeah, a lot. Louis get it off. They
I'm
sell
not-
fucking $20,000 for a jacket. If you get the same fucking jacket and fucking sacks for like for what, 1,000?
All right, look,
If
but
that-
That's an iPhone,
look who
too.
you just named though.
Yeah.
Look who you just
Apple.
named though. That Louis been around for how long? Louis been around since what?
But
The
they
60s?
been
Let's talk
charging
about-
high though.
Let's talk about Off-White. Off-White is fairly new. They got high prices.
Man, listen, I just told y'all niggas, I just used my hammer
Got
and
you.
bought them Off-White Vapor Max because I wanted them Jones for 3 years.
That's resale though. That don't really count.
Man, that's some
retail,
bullshit.
they wasn't that much.
See, maybe I kind of fucked my argument up by bringing it to clothes. 'Cause I feel like clothes is like a a frivolous thing. So that's like a
No, it's not. You just gotta create the illusion with a lot with everything. You gotta create the illusion.
Like following.
Yeah.
You build your following. You can sell your shit for however much you want to sell it for.
All right, so all right, so now y'all bringing me closer to what I was trying to get across. I feel like people be coming out the gate with that type of shit, with that mentality. Like, I'm a sell everything high.
You can if you do it right, though. You can if you do it right. Like, you look at Virgil. Virgil, he was selling Ben Thrill and Pyrex, but everybody couldn't get that shit. That shit was super limited. So when he came out with Off-White, his reputation was already built. And he has a stock of stuff he could give to everybody. The other shit wasn't for everybody. Yeah. People was making fake shit just so they could say, yeah, I got it from him, but they didn't get it from him.
So and you got to think about it from the second point of view, too. Wherever you start, it's kind of your base.
Got you.
So if you come out the door saying, all right, I only want to make, a little bit off of each product, when it's time for you to go hike your prices, it's so much harder because then you got your loyal customers like, yo, this nigga trying to rip me off.
Right.
He been selling the shit for $16 a joint, but now he all of a sudden he's selling shirts for $50. I can't.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you got negative backlash from him. But if you start, like I learned that shit from Shiz and them, like, no, nigga, make your prices, and whatever it is, that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
Because when I went down on my prices, and then I go to shoot back up and think, oh, you trying to kill him one. Nah, nigga, that's my normal price.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I just was showing love the other times. Like, so it's harder to go
what you
up.
menu too, though, like the highest thing is your lump crab cake sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had multiple items like that on your joint and only had a few like lower end items, you would have all high paid customers.
All high. And I learned that from selling out the car. The people complain at the truck about the crab cake sandwich because it's $22. When I'm driving around, my bowls start at $20. The crab cake joint, sometimes I think I did a crab cake joint, do a double crab was $50. And it was damn, bro, that's $50. Yeah, man, it's $50. And they buy it. You get what I'm saying? But the fact that on the truck, all my other prices are so low. And some people say it's high, and to me, it's like I'm penny pinching by selling you this shit right now. Like you talking crazy.
See, but that's what I'm saying, though, Bam. See, you even though your price might be high, air quotes high, your margin of profit might not be. You're not tripling, quadrupling up on your food.
But that's what I'm supposed to, though. That's the thing. I'm really supposed with any food business that is a self-sustaining food business, like a small business, you're supposed to triple to 4 times whatever you spend. So if I
ask you a question, how much do salmon cost?
Right now you can get it if you get it from the depot, it's like $6 a pound.
You go to Del Frisco's, they'll give you an 8-ounce salmon
for $50.
For $50.
But if I try to sell you the 8-ounce salmon that tastes it tastes better than Del Frisco's, you may have an issue with it because it's me. It's not you're not in Del Frisco.
Support black businesses.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I'm real big on set your prices from the door, and your clientele will come based off your price.
Right. Your clientele will speak for you.
Yeah, your clientele will speak for you.
Right.
Like hands down, it's been like Shiz been. He's really one of my best friends in the world.
Right.
But like this nigga, like these niggas used to tell me all the time, like, yo, make your prices higher, make your prices higher, make your prices higher. Like they used to drill that shit. They made me quit my job to start cooking.
Right.
They started that. So when it was time, like when I started making my prices higher, and I'm going to the shop to sell bowls, and I'm saying, oh, all right, yeah, this joint 25, this joint 30, this joint 40. They looking up at Shiz like.
It's a marketing scheme because it only take one person to buy. Once one person buys a wrap.
Then doesn't seem that expensive anymore.
No.
They looking at Shiz like, is it good? Shiz like, man, I get that shit every day. It's amazing. Now you got everybody that spent $40. So now when you making food, I'm not thinking $40. I'm thinking $40 a bowl for each bowl now because that's what they gonna spend.
Right.
When I go back to spending go back to charging $10 a bowl, I get $10 clients.
Right.
When I go to $40 bowls, I get 5, 6 $40 players.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's like if you sell pounds, pounds,
you going to try and use that analogy. But
fuck it. I mean, the streets is a part of everything.
Yeah.
It's like selling pounds versus selling dimes. If you sell dimes, niggas is gonna come to you with 9. I got
For
9,
dimes all the time.
Okay, I get 2 for
But if
15.
you sell pounds, you gonna get more.
A pound
pound
is a
players.
pound, right?
Yo, my man sell pounds,
And you
Oh,
do
I
less
bet.
work
Let me
for
get
more
five.
profit.
Come on, man. That's that. Niggas better start.
5 of them calls, 5 calls of those in a week compared to
You niggas better start working smarter and not harder.
start selling pounds. I ain't gonna hold you. I was playing.
Start selling pounds.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I was playing devil's advocate because I'm definitely on Alibaba currently. I'm the $50 t-shirt nigga too. But, you know,
Facts.
it is what it is.
Bird.
Heard that.
What's up, Just?
What's up, bro?
How was your food, brother? What's that you got on your plate?
Some bullshit.
It
look like bullshit.
Ain't no
This joint was
bam.
delicious.
Ain't no
Y'all tripping.
bam, no. Ain't
Oh,
no
no, it's
bam,
not.
no. That's some bullshit.
It's not, but
That's some
this joint
bullshit.
is-
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I mean, we compare it
That's
to
some
that. It's
bullshit.
not even
That's some
close.
bullshit.
Oh, you don't gotta do me like that.
Bro, it's an
delicious.
aluminum bowl. That's bullshit, bro.
You don't like halal guys?
That's bullshit, bro.
Oh, that's halal, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They got good gyro.
That's
You know, that shit crazy. I never had one of them Jones.
No,
A
listen.
gyro in your whole life?
No. I
Tap in,
definitely-
huh?
Yeah,
The
I
lamb
got a lot of carbs in the hill one time. Got a lot of carbs.
Bro,
I always wanted to.
the joint where I be getting the best halal food from is the Al Sham joint, bro.
Oh, bro, that joint is definitely.
The
top
John be
notch.
get the best halal
See,
food from
Lord?
is Bam's truck.
You
got
heard,
halal?
motherfucker? I'm halal, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, alright, my apologies,
That
kid.
niggas
You know what I'm
that
saying?
crazy in here.
Yo,
man.
what halal mean?
Good.
Good. Yeah. It's like, it's
Oh,
like-
that's really mean,
it's like,
bro?
it's like culture.
Yeah.
Not culture. What's it? The Jewish one.
Kosher is
Kosher.
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 Mhm. Yeah. It's like it's done the right way. It's clean. It's good.
It's
It's
slaughtered.
good
It's
for
slaughtered the right
you.
way.
It's good
Got
for
you.
you.
Yeah. It's
Got
not-
you.
I'm a halal
You
thing.
not swinging that shit.
Yeah. It was killed properly.
With the wild hammers and shit.
Yo. Got you.
Y'all got plans for the rest of the night, fellas?
No.
Don't get your ass ate.
Oh, shit. I do not
Yo.
endorse that message at all. I mean,
Wow.
live your best life out here, King.
Listen, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Stay dangerous.
Definitely stay dangerous.
And
Stay dangerous, but not too dangerous.
No.
one person's vulnerability is another person's power.
Fuck you.
What is up is up.
That
about
nigga
this.
water got lemons in it or something. That nigga.
This water dry as shit.
That shit definitely dry as shit. I want a cranberry juice.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, how important is it to surround yourself around people who you can benefit from them and they can benefit from you
That's vital.
versus like I was talking to Shy about this I think the day or yesterday. So I was saying, put yourself in the position of today, right? Think about all the people you're around today, and think about how much money you accumulate throughout the year. So if you make, let's say you made 80,000 this year, right? And then next year you either plateau or you go lower. The goal is always to get higher, to go up, not to go down, not to stay steady or to go lower. So if you make the same amount of money you made last year, this year, you got to remove some people.
Got you.
Because they're not productive for your growth.
Got you.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I just answered it.
Yeah, you asked the question. and answered yourself.
Iron sharpens iron. Just remember that. Like you can't get
In real life, iron don't sharpen iron.
It sounds great.
Blew my mind.
Don't they sharpen iron like on rocks and shit?
I hate niggas.
You said it though.
It's an analogy.
Okay.
And then
Heard
what it
that.
means is,
Who made that shit?
I don't fucking know. I've been hearing it my whole life, but it's true when you deal with humans.
Yeah.
If I'm, trying my best to better myself and I surround myself around people that's trying to better themselves, then we're all going to better each other as we go through the walk. That's just natural. That's the energy that you put out. That's what you're going to be around. That's what, that you kind of manifest that by actually being around that. But if you surround yourself around people that are comfortable with being where they at, how you going to be successful?
Right.
You have nobody to push you when it's time for you to want to go to the next level. You don't got nobody to give you the extra word, put that good energy because they're comfortable. So, iron sharpens iron. I don't fuck what Bull talking about.
My name not Bull.
Bull.
So question, right?
Yo, stop whistling.
So question, right? Would y'all rather have an 800 credit score, $20 million, or 200 acres of land?
I would say 200.
And
acres
why?
of land.
800 credit score.
No,
We
no,
get busy.
800 credit score.
200 acres of
busy.
land.
Why you say
Busy.
200 acres of land, Josh?
I would say 200 acres because either way, you could sell it. There's a way that you can get the 800 credit score by using that 200.
But you can use the 800 credit score to get the
the
200
acres.
acres of land as well.
Yeah,
you're
but
not-
build on
But
top
what's
of
the
that.
odds of you
And then
finding
build
200?
on top of
But
it.
what's the odds of
And
you
make
finding
more
200?
money.
What's the odds of you finding 200 like acres randomly? Like that's
It's not random. It
ain't random,
US
bro.
is for sale, brother.
I'd
If that's
rather-
what you
I'd
looking
rather-
for,
I'd
then
guarantee
that's
the
what you
land,
find.
and then I you could do. No,
Bro, whatever you want in this world, you can find it. It's out there.
I agree with that. I'm not going to debate that. But
You can have the
200
land and
acres-
not know what to do with it, bro.
Right.
So why y'all
That's
say
true.
credit score?
Because you can do so much with it. You can take your 800 credit score again. You can buy the 200 acres of land.
You get lines of
Shit,
credit.
you can buy 100,000. You can buy 100 acres. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with that. You get crazy lines of credit, and not only you had it now. You had the land. You can say, bang, I can either sell the land.
Interest rates are low.
I can sell the land, make quick money, or I can build on top of the land, make more money over a longer period of time.
So
You can build on top of the land
You could just-
for a certain amount of years and then sell it.
All of that with your 800 credit score.
You could do it. You could do some McDonald's and just
I-
rent out the spaces, like all kinds of industries. Like you can just build them there, whole plaza.
so
And you don't got to do nothing.
But you gotta find the people now.
But I mean, I agree. But even with
You not working smarter.
No,
You
but
working
you
harder.
working harder, yeah.
So-
You're not gonna find nobody to take up that whole 200 acre
and you
slot.
think that wouldn't be as much work compared to you finding 200 acres?
Nah,
What?
Bro, that's what
it
you
don't have
look-
to be in one space. You can buy 5
Oh, you go-
acres here,
okay, that's-
acres
all right.
here, acres
all
here.
right, so look, right? So
Oh,
so
you specify it altogether.
so what if you got an 800 credit score,
America
right?
is for
But you
sale.
don't
Never
make
forget
shit. So what if you got 800 credit score, right? But you don't really make no money. Like you work at fucking McDonald's. You're not gonna be able to get 200 acres of land off of McDonald's income.
Bro,
Sir,
you have an 800.
You
credit
have an
score.
800 credit
don't
score.
just give you
They
a
don't
down
give a
payment.
fuck.
You got 800 credit score and no pay.
That's Micah. That's Micah.
Hey, shout out to Micah.
Shout out to Micah, man, the engineer.
So that's what I'm saying. So in that situation, I could guarantee that Michael would rather want 200 acres of land.
Yeah, because you could leverage the land to get whatever you want.
In my opinion, I think Micah need to make more risk.
Take more risk.
take more risk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a way you can
Motherfucker,
turn that
810.
credit score and make some money out of it.
that down payment for 200 acres is going to be husky.
Not with an 800 credit score.
Oh, you still, bro.
You missing the point.
I get it's gonna
You
be,
got
the
that
interest
type
rate
of
is going to
credit.
be amazing. I get that, but
The-
the down payment
the
is still
down-
going to be husky, bro.
Bro,
You had to
when
make
you
a
got
certain
800,
number, right?
you don't put a down payment on
Shout out
shit.
to Micah. I never met somebody with an 800 credit score.
For sure. He a different breed.
No.
He's a legend.
He got an 810. Put some respect on
Hey, hey, listen, bro. I think my mindset is different. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. So if you give me an 800 credit score with my mindset, even if I don't got the income, I'll go make some fucking pay stubs.
Y'all gonna fuck
Y'all
y'all
fucking crazy.
niggas gonna fuck y'all credit up.
Crazy. Y'all know where I'm from, man. We forge your own. Listen, we got W-2s. We got whatever you need around the corner, Micah. All you gotta do is call me, bro. We gonna make that 810 work for you. We get you 30 of these studios.
Y'all niggas gonna fuck y'all credit up. Fuck y'all.
Maybe not, man.
No, because you got a plan. You got a
You
plan
can't
in
fuck up
place.
200 acres.
Bro,
If you got a plan in place, you
exactly.
can't fuck it up.
Bro,
If you got a plan in place, you can't fuck
Every
it up.
time they run your credit, they lowering it. So you got 800 credit score for like.
Bro, you thinking too hard.
One
No.
football field
You
is
thinking
1.3.
too hard,
One
bro.
football field is 1.32 acres.
If you go to the
So
bank,
that's
the bank,
like
the bank,
200,
the
bro.
so
bank
you got
don't-
200 football fields worth of land.
that's king of pressure times 12.
If you go to the
Just
bank,
build
the
on
bank
that
not
joint.
taking hard equities out of your joint. That's
Right.
only if you go buy.
Yeah,
if you go to the car lot,
your
they
niggas not
take a
thinking
hard
the same
joint.
but they also want to know how much
can
money
go
you
to,
make though.
You can go to 5 banks with
Yeah.
if you got a 750 or higher credit score and any type of income with these pay stubs. I'm about to tell you.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he got the
But-
he got the pay stubs,
Bro,
bro.
I get busy. I do whatever you
Yeah,
want me
got
to do.
you, yeah.
Nevertheless, you got a 750 or higher. You can go to 5 banks in 5 days and get 50,000 from each bank.
Right.
That's that.
Shout out to my man Runway Billionaire. He be dropping these type of gems on the ground.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's ways around. So I feel like if you a hustler with an 800 credit score, you can do whatever. The world is in your hands. You can buy 200 acres
You said
again.
50,000, right? From okay, all right, I understand.
Go to
you
the credit
so you
union.
said 50,000.
You can get
From 5
you can get a
different banks.
$50,000 loan
Uh-huh.
line of credit from each bank in a 5-day span, and they don't rerun your joint every time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Your score not and when your bank runs it, it's a soft tap. It's not a hard inquiry. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like if you give me an 800 credit score with my mindset, again, I'm gonna buy the land. I'm gonna be able to go to the banks and finance to put shit on the land, and then I'm gonna make money long term.
So
Not just sit on the land and use it as leverage. It is my leverage.
No, look though, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Give me my 200 acres with my credit score now, and I'm gonna be good.
All right, bro. So with 200 acres, could you just find somebody to finance? Could you just jump to the financing part if you already had 200 acres and just get somebody to get on the land?
You asking the wrong nigga. I just told you what I'm gonna do now. I just told you what's going on.
But no, though, listen. They didn't say you get the 200 acres or you get the 20 million and your credit score dropped to 400. Nigga,
What
you
you-
still got your credit
What
score
you
dropped
just-
right now
What
with
you
200 acres
just
of
what
land.
you just said.
Give me
was,
another 200,
What
bro.
would you do
I'm be
first?
cool.
What would you want? You want an 800 credit score, the 200 acres of land, or how much money was it?
20 million.
Or $20 million. I'm telling you, if you give me the 20, I'm one of them niggas that's gonna fuck up 10 of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's 10 mil.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do
I'm
what
ready to
the
bet
fuck
to do it.
I want to do.
It's not Timville, Texas.
Again, see how shit just got dark for you? You ain't even peep how fast that
So now you got like 11.
because you really only got
fast that
10. Because Uncle Sam take half. For real. So you really only got 10, and I already spent 10, so I'm broke. You see how that happened? That fast. I spent,
The money not real.
So I don't want the money. Yeah. I don't want that
Yeah,
unless I can
nobody
get it in
wants the
gold. Different
Okay.
question. Different topic. Bang. Money is gone. You give me the land or you give me 800 credit score. I can have the land with no credit score, or with a bullshit credit score, with no real income. I just got the land. I'm going to have to try to figure out what to do with the land. I can sit on this land for 6 years trying to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with it. Who going to buy it? I can sit on it.
I know you, bro. You're not
Just-
going to sit on that land for 6 years.
You a
bro.
hustler.
No,
I'm
You're not about
telling
to.
you,
You gonna
convince
find a
me,
way.
bro.
you not. I'm thinking as a general, like
Okay.
for humans.
Okay.
I'm talking about humans here. If I got this land and I don't know what the fuck to do with it or who gonna buy it, I'm thinking now because it's my land, I don't want everything on it. Nah, if you put a shopping mall here, it's gonna fuck up my property value for X, Y, and Z next to it. I can't build highways. I can't. You got to think about shit like
But
this.
you get income back too.
I'm pouring the shit out that land. Put
Yeah,
5 malls out
that's what I'm
here.
saying. That's
Put a farm
income
next to
every-
that shit.
That's
Yeah,
200
you pay-
acres.
you pay
Go
farm
Cash
out
me
there.
out. I'm out.
You put malls out there, and niggas shooting them all.
Shoot that shit up. Just cash me out.
That's called security. I'm good.
I ain't worried about none of that.
Credit.
Build that shit and
If all
cash me out. I'm
fails, if
out.
all fails, just file bankruptcy.
Credit is your name.
Facts.
Credit is your name as an adult. I
can
think
build
so.
my
I'm taking
credit with
that.
200 acres.
I'm taking
my
it
credit
8.
will go up.
I'm taking it 8, bro.
right,
Your
listen.
credit not gonna go up because you got 200
I'm gonna
acres,
put
bro.
McDonald's or something in that joint, and I'm gonna make money. Just
know,
start investing
bro,
everything.
bro.
You going
Build.
to lease the land?
Yeah, bro. Just yo.
Well, what money
That's
though?
how I'm carrying it.
You
You
gotta
don't need
make
money
the
to
money
lease.
first.
I get you.
You
but
don't got a credit score, so you can't take out a lease. You can't mortgage
There's
nothing
people
on
that want to
it.
invest that want to build. I can call one of those people that's building all these places.
I'm
gonna
gonna go find a
I
nigga
got
with
2
an 800
acres.
credit
How
score and
much
be
you
like,
give me to build
yo,
on here?
invest in this land.
Like, bro, how much you try building this joint? Build a tribe, whatever you want to build.
Right.
Hey, Micah,
Build a Hilton.
don't go to any of them to manage your 810 credit score. I will help you the way you need it.
Bro, give me my 200 and my 585 and I'm going to make it work.
585 is a sick credit score.
Yeah, that's you can't get nowhere with that.
Listen,
you can't get a house with that.
I got
Nope. No,
get
you
a crib
can't.
with
It's
a-
620 now.
No, you
It's
can't.
not.
You
You
need
can't.
a
You can get a crib
cosign.
with a
It used to be
585.
680. No, you cannot.
Bro.
I'm doing my mortgage now,
Bro,
sir.
So what they want?
I've sat down with
You gotta have
motherfuckers
at
that made
minimum a
millions
620.
out of real estate and got the confirmation that that's how the process goes.
So when COVID happened, the credit people, FICA people,
Get that nigga
all
shot.
that shit. Yeah, nah, 'cause I talk to the same niggas. My niggas do the same shit. The new standard for financing a house to get a mortgage is a 620. You cannot go on a mortgage loan if your credit score is less than a 620. You want to know how I know? Because my credit score is a 618 and I'm having problems getting my mortgage because I'm not a 620.
So is that through certain banks? So that's in general.
Multiple lenders. That's across the board. The score used to be a 580. As long as you had a 580 credit score, you can apply to be on a mortgage. As long as you got some type of income to back it up. Gotcha. I have the income and a 618. I'm 2 points shy, and I'm getting a runaround right now. Gotcha. Because the standard is no longer a 580. It's a 620 scale.
Okay, so give me my 200 acres and give me a little bit to get my shit, and I'm gonna be cool.
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't a part of it, Shy.
It was one or the other, bro.
No, listen, I'm taking the 200 acres. If I gotta hold on to that 200 acres for a year for me to be able to maneuver with it, that 200 acres is generational wealth.
So wait. How y'all niggas hold on to the land and y'all gotta pay taxes on it?
I mean,
They
taxes
don't think
can't be
about
none.
that part.
I
bro.
told y'all off day one. As soon as they tell me, yo, Pace, you got 200 acres worth of land. No,
You don't know how, bro. I can.
I'm calling the same niggas that built King of Pressure.
Come building this joint, man.
Simon,
I'm calling Simon off rip. That's the first thing I'm calling Simon. I need a Louis store over here. I need
thanks.
Dior over here.
And I'm gonna hit them
if you
5
build
banks
it, they
too.
will come.
I'm hitting them
And I'm
5
still
banks.
hitting
After
them
that,
5
joint,
banks.
give me my money too.
Y'all want a little
Hold
piece
me
of this?
over.
I just thought about that. How do you niggas paying for taxes on this land?
My joint going. I'm not holding. That's not gonna be generational wealth for me because that joint flying. I'm not keeping that joint. Like I'm just gonna get as many things built on that land, and I'm gonna lease it out. You know what I mean? Just pay me my check every month. I'm the landlord to that land.
That's how McDonald's be making their
They
bread.
gonna pay
I'm
the
just
taxes
like,
by what they paying me.
rocking out.
I ain't selling all my shit, but I'm gonna sell some of it.
That
You
shit,
got
everything
200. I can
must
sell
go.
50. And I'm
Yeah, I ain't
good. I'm
selling my whole
solid.
part.
And I take the last acre and put my crib there. You know what I mean? I'll be on the tail end of that joint. That's it.
You need 10 acres.
Yeah, I'm trying
The
to
fuck you gonna do? I think about it as I get older. Like, I don't think I want a big ass house with a lot of fucking land. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with all that shit? Like, I gotta either cut it myself or pay somebody to cut it. That's gonna be
That's
expensive.
expensive. Yeah.
I want a fucking condo.
Yeah, I'm about to say that too. I'd rather do a condo.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm here for fucking around with the grass.
I'd rather have multiple condos because I wouldn't even want to stay in one place at that point. Like,
Yeah.
I like dogs and stuff too, so I want to have my dogs out there. That'd be popping.
oh, he's a backyardsman.
He's a
ladies and gentlemen.
That'd be popping, bro. Having like 2 big Great Danes, some pits out
Backyard.
back. Bro, that's beautiful. That's low. Yeah.
And they could do like
Yo,
cut lumber.
no, just look like the real Tarzan. If y'all didn't notice.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
They
He been
do.
coming for you and these veins the whole job.
Yo, bro, right. I've heard that, Joe. That's like, wow. I'm like, damn.
It's like he a fucking video game character, and shit, like a wrestler and shit. He's activated already.
He got really big arms but really small wrists.
Now you gotta look. I'm like Goku.
He like Goku. Oh shit.
I can't control the wrist, bro.
He said I can't control the risk.
All right.
Man, that's
Oh, all right, just yeah, because the last time he was here, I'm not even gonna speak on that experience, but ladies and gentlemen, we did have a guest on the show tonight, my man Justin. He's a hell of a personal trainer. I'm gonna give him a second to talk about what he does because we tried to do this before and it didn't work out. So it was a random ass voice on the podcast, in and out throughout the whole show. We never officially introduced him, so I don't want it to just be random. Like, who the fuck was that? So just give him a little bit.
Gotcha.
Where can they find you online?
So you can find me on Instagram at NutriFitPremier, and I got a website www.nutrifitpremier.net. You can follow me on Instagram. That's my website if you got any contact that you want to talk about. So, but me, I focus on nutrition. That's my main focus, my main thing. So I like to focus on nutritional literacy. That's my main thing. I want to talk to people about how to control their body. Nutrition is something that we aren't knowledgeable about, I feel like, generally. And this causes a lot of things, like, things that we have, like diabetes, stroke, hypertension, things like that, we're always told that we're predisposed to, like, that's like, oh, you have type 2 diabetes. Like,
That's a myth.
Yeah, and it's a myth. It's a heavy myth, and it's something that we are always pushed to assume, But we look at the culture that we have, you look at, the foods that we have access to, we don't have the resources. And then on top of that, most people, like even in the school system, nothing's talked about nutrition being taken out. So it's something I really like to focus on. So I like to focus on doing that through macros, focus on proteins, carbs, fats, not really restricting people, not trying to make people feel like, I'm dead following a diet, Shiz, my guy.
What's the macro?
Macro is proteins, fats, carbs, basically what makes up
AKA
calories.
food group.
Food, yeah. Like breads, meats, and like oils and stuff, essentially.
So you give like meal plans and stuff like that? Tell people.
Nah, I mean, I'll make a little meal plan if it need be, but I like to
Nigga gives
focus.
no meal plan. What he do is he sit there for 20 minutes and ask you questions. What do you like to eat? Like salmon? Like the cod? Like asparagus? Like he asks you everything you like to eat, and then he makes a program around that. He makes you think about what you want to eat. I fuck with that though.
Got you.
He don't tell you what to do.
Got
He
you.
don't tell you what to eat. He asks you what you like to eat, and he base it around what you like to eat.
Got you.
It's actually crazy, and that brings tears, bro. I'm so honored. That's something I really appreciate. That's something that it's like to understand. I'm really be able to bless people with that. It's like dang, like to hear that, and it's crazy. I actually just bought another book, and like that's one of my biggest things I just been reading. Like I want to be able to like help people change their lives because it's something that like personally affects me. My aunt has diabetes type 2. My grandpa, my aunt, my grandmama has like higher blood pressure. So it's a bunch of stuff that runs in my family. And then like we're from down south, so I've always read about stuff like that, and I was a little bit overweight myself. So I really focus on trying to teach people, and it's like I never really followed no diet, so I never wanted people to feel like you got to eat just one thing. And that's why I talked to him. It's also like being able to meet people. You're helping people, but now I meet people like it's like you grow. It helps you. Mm-hmm. But like just reading about it, understanding how to like communicate with people, talk to people, like actually ask questions, not just like tell them eat this, do this. And that helps me outside of life, and that's something like Shit's also talked to me about heavy. Like use like
at the moment he's drinking a soda that has 10 calories in it. I never fucking seen this shit a day in my life.
Is that a diet Mountain Dew?
It is. So we gonna take a little tangent. It's actually funny because like that stuff that I be trying to like read about and talk to you about, like you think about the little habit, that stuff adds up. Yeah. And that's something I apply to life. Like nutrition and fitness like taught me everything personally, like when it comes to virtues.
Right. So
it was like I try to pass it on, and like you really like shit really puts me on for that stuff. But like it's really like my main focus. I don't want people to feel like like I have to go through some disease. Like I have to have this. You really don't.
Right.
Like it gets deep, and it's something that like I really want to, I definitely got to spread more about.
Got you. Where can they follow you again?
So you can follow me on Instagram at NutriFitPremier.
NutriFitPremier.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, peso veins popping now.
Get your body right. You know what I mean? I do a little something. Me and Shy hit chest yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd y'all at? Where'd y'all go?
We go to Planet right now. It's the only available joint.
That's
not the only.
I mean, shout out to Retro open.
Retro Pack popping?
Yeah, I mean, Sweet Gardens popping. I'm down there.
Got you. Okay. Say that. Say that.
Skirt.
Say that. All right.
You too, bro. Shiz. I'm waiting for you to sign up for that Extreme Gym. Shout out.
Oh shit.
I ain't forget.
Huh?
No, bro.
I don't be in that space though. I try to get down there. I don't see myself being in that area.
That's cool. Retro's cool.
I'll go to retro. Yeah, retro. Planet, LA Fitness and Planet is cool too.
I'm wherever the week's at. It don't even matter.
Say no. I'll fuck with retro though.
There we go. We lit. But no, you can follow me on Instagram, NutriFitPremier, and on you can.
Who the fuck are you trying to bag?
What you talking about?
You used to talk like, you can find me on
that is so not talking. What you say?
He's a gentle giant, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so what you can do, ladies, is follow me on Tinder. That's why
it's so bad creepy.
That's
NUT.
I like slow,
that's
long
like
walks.
The radio
Drive.
station, Joe.
This is a quiet storm.
When the houses are lit.
That's attention.
Fuck Boathouse Road.
The Boathouse Road.
Hey, yo. I definitely don't sound like... They know shit. Now you got me thinking about
Don't sound like...
That's not me.
Listen, man. It's been great talking to you. I feel like this was a good episode. What y'all think?
Definitely. Most definitely.
You feel like it was. You talking about you feel like.
This shit was whack.
My man went in for
damn.
the race.
It was so hot you were here sweating. Huh? That's how hot it was. You
Listen. All right, so it's been another episode. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, show somebody, share the podcast because we trying to get some money off this shit. Listen, shout out to engineer Micah, and for the rest of the cast, know yourself, love yourself,
And don't put your legs all the way the fuck back. Now,
close the leg, put
it's up, nigga. Raindrops.
Fuck y'all.
Don't let her put her thumbs in your hammy, nigga.
That
We
was a
out.
Sick John. Y'all
Oh shit now. Hey, hey, just give us some WDAS vibes.
Motherfucking remix, you heard?
I got the butterfly doors. We talking butterfly doors.
Legs up, push him back, legs up. Push him up, legs back, push him up.
This been the Cappa Chow podcast. We out.
My man was on all fours though.
That's some kinky shit. That's some real kinky shit right there. Damn.